to the stream. My name is Rosie, and I am going to be your dungeon master for the night. I'm completely sleep deprived, so you're going to get some really weird shit. I'm also off my meds, so again, you're going to get some really weird shit. First and foremost, what we're going to do is go into introductions for stuff, which means I'm going to go off with the pubs first and foremost, so that we can introduce everyone. Yeah. So that when
me? When did we decide it was me?
Since you're the first one, so that when we do the reverse order, Shadow goes first.
I'm giving you a hard time, Rose.
Just give me your shit, boy.
I enjoy giving you shit. It's fun. And I'm Hobbs, and today it's Randak. And yes, Randak is also a dick, just like I am a dick at times.
At times.
Randak, yes, at times. Randak, my necromantic wizard, who is currently knocking on the castle door while he waits for the whole world to catch up in real time.
Nothing much.
Giggle.
All right,
And
so we're gonna
then
go
we'll
to
move on to whoever's next.
Dash. Dashy Dash.
Alright, I guess I'm next.
Type manager.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dash, and today I'm be playing. I'm just calling him just my ASMR at this point. I'm not sure. Like, I know his race and stuff like that, but I'm not sure exactly what his overall motive is at this point. He just kind of just got away from me.
It changed, hasn't it?
It changed a little bit. That's the worst part is.
Thank you for the follow, Tracer Maker 34.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you much.
Thank
you for the follow.
If anybody been paying attention, his goals only changed a little bit, but with that little bit, it changed everything for me. Anyways, as far as for me, I pretty much stream on Twitch. Recently I've been playing some more VR games as of late, so you guys could be expecting some No Man's Skies in VR, which is going to give me motion sickness. And then Pavlov as well, which I suck at the game apparently from when I was playing it. So look forward to that.
So yeah, that is him. That's not what I wanted. So next up is Ika.
Hi, I'm Ikabasu, and I just had my brain shut the fuck off. I play Hector. He is a homebrew druid subclass that works with the world, but is way too fucking powerful, so no sensible DM would let me use it. It's an experiment. It's a fucking experiment, 100%, and I failed at the experiment. But it is so unbalanced. It's not funny when I get to higher levels. I didn't even think about it. But I play Hector. He's not exactly the leader, but it's that old meme where when the party pyromancer with delusions of grandeur has to become the voice of reason, you know, the party's fucked kind of thing.
Although what's funny is we really have three that are kind of like leaders depending on what day of the week it's on.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I play Hector. He's got the curse that turns him into a child occasionally. For the most part, he's better. Except for the days where he has to drink his aging poison. Yes, I said poison.
It is a poison.
I've been drawing a lot again lately. We actually need to get those into the art scroll we have during halftime at some point. But
eventually.
I'm working on a commission pricing guide. You can find me at Instagram under Ikabasu TV. You can find me at Twitter under D&D Squid. You can find me on DeviantArt under...
I need to update all your
Ikabasu
socials.
TV, I think, was my... I'll have to look at it. Don't quote me on that. Instagram, Twitter, DeviantArt. Another one I'm not going to mention. And that's all I got.
All right,
I have a Twitch channel, but I don't do anything with it.
Yo, I am Goat, and today I'm going to be playing the Kobold Sorcerer, Gamora. You can find my socials down in the link below. I do Instagram, Twitter. I also draw. I do commissions, all that good stuff. And if you want
commission
to, yeah, if you want any commissions, you can commission me. All that good stuff.
All right, Tasha.
Hello, hello, hello. I'll be playing the lovely drow rogue Thalion, who is also cursed, but with the bad fire.
For those of you wondering what the bad fire is, she touched a very cursed chest that happened to have markings from Echok, and she still hasn't gotten rid of the curse from Echok.
Yep,
Not fully.
I'm a walking, talking warhead.
Yeah, you are.
Fun for
You
experiments, though.
Really are.
Yep.
Fun for experiments.
Alright, and last but certainly not least, Shadow.
Hi, I'm your friendly neighborhood Shadow Fox, also known as the one constantly surrounded by cats.
And now Bun Buns.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Bunnies.
but they're going to. I'll show them to you, but I think they're staying off the main stream. They need their rest.
And the cats try to kill them regularly.
Also,
so.
the cats try to eat them. Yes, but in this game, I played the. Well, she was a cleric of Loath.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
has become increasingly complicated.
I'm not sorry.
But she's the resident war cleric. She attempts to be a voice of chaotic and murderous reason. And she's increasingly attached to Hector. And Salia.
What's that famous phrase? They're in an entanglement.
Which reminds me, I need to get Salio's sheet up. And that is getting really loud, really fast. I didn't realize it was that loud.
As a guy who can make vines that literally do that.
Yes, yes you do. And yes, yes you can. And my character is Salia. The wonderful, well, my NPC that the group has adopted. It's Salia, the drow blood hunter rogue. Yes. I don't know what kind of a blood hunter she is yet, but she's a blood hunter and she is rogue and she tends to steal to get the party money out of the blue for no reason because she gets bored. Or just doesn't want to deal with Dalian. Oh, depending.
Be like the one blood hunter nobody ever picks. The one where you drink the potions.
No, oh, the alchemist one. No, I did order the profane soul because it's just the one I like.
Ah, the one everybody picks. Gotcha.
No, not everybody. Tasha likes the werewolf one.
The
I like
only
my
one I
friend too.
played was the warlock ones, and I picked her warlock side of
That's profane
Celestial.
soul. Yeah, that's profane soul. I like the discount warlock because it becomes useful, especially as a rogue if you're hiding. But
You know what? I'm not a fan of the blood hunter, but now I kind of want to play a blood hunter, alchemist, artificer,
just to see how it would go.
just to see how that would mostly be like flavor, but it seems like it'd be interesting.
It'd be
But I'm
different.
going to reiterate, I fucking hate blood hunter. I'm kidding.
So getting into what happened last time because a lot of fucking shit happened. I didn't even get through all of it, and there's a lot of shit happened. So I'm gonna give you the cliff note version of what I have in my notes because I did writing the full version, but I haven't got it all down yet. So cliff note version. The group had said, someone not Zara said someone not a drow should talk. To which the kobold decided to go up to the locals and try to talk to them. After getting some weird looks and the locals Ken is going, I don't know what you are because you're a kobold that has 3 colors on you. Well, 2 colors into the. Yeah, anyway, she's multi-speckled colored. And that didn't go over well. The group started kind of arguing with her, and at one point, Hector called her a pet, to which she's like, I'm not a pet. If you stop right now, I'll give you a jolt. Fine. That would be how they got a pet kobold. Thalion blew up, almost blew up people in the street, which Hector put his wing to her forehead, which gave him a couple sigils on his hand of bad fire. They went to the arch pillar, which I'll swap you over to the map so you guys can see the main map. They went over to the wonderful arch pillar of Kurloon, and the greater male greeter, greeted them and went kablooey. Thank you, Thalion. The Archmagus inside, whose name was Phelan, talked to the group a bit and got kind of pissed off at Gamora because she doesn't take attitude very well. After Hector dispelled magic, the curse off of his hand, to which Gamora got polymorphed into a goat. So goat became a goat. Ran through the city with Felix, chasing her, ramming everybody. Met King Aranithir, who dispelled the magic, and Gamora wanted to go in and stay at the castle with him. Felix was quoted saying, "Another shit king. We will see how long the castle stands." It was found out that Echok essentially claimed Thalion to be following her, hence the markings, which means she probably doesn't have to die. At some point, it was quoted that Hector said Zaspera was a benevolent deity before she became the world chomp bitch. I don't remember what all that was about, but I has a specific quote in my book. Hector pissed off a wizard and was cursed into his childlike form, hence why he has to take the poison. And the wizard happened to be a Kenku that looked like a robin, or more specifically, has colors similar to a phoenix, and is a female, known as Fading Screams. She is very high level, super mega wizard, and super completely, utterly feral to the point of you point her at something and tell her to kill it, and she'll kill it with no question. As long as she gets to kill. Somehow they got the curse to fade for 6 hours. And Hector finally told his group that he has weaponized sarcasm. Milan,
To be fair, him figuring it out took a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. Then they
I
went.
can do what?
Then they went to Taverna and met Milan, who bought them a hefty round of any alcohol that they wanted because he owns the place, and got them to tell their story. To which Thalion called Phelan, the high elf Archmagus, the elf bitch. And they told Milan about Rockfall, and he also found out about them being legends. It was also found out that Milan dislikes Phelan, and that the king is noted for turning those in his castle into his staff. That's currently where we are. And we're backtracking a bit because Gamora went into the castle willingly. So they get to see a brand new map that I made in 4 hours last night. 4 motherfucking hours.
Yeah, so the story behind that. I worked for 3 weeks in the time that I could when I wasn't drawing to try to build a fucking castle map for Rosie, and everything I tried to build I hated. So I finally just found a free one from Patreon and said, "Here, use this and credit the people who made it."
I feel
So
you
she
on that
decided
part
to
as
stay
well.
up and so she decided to stay up and make a fucking map instead.
Because I didn't feel that the map that he gave me looked like an elven map. So I made an elven map instead. Which, as you can tell by looking here, the Mortis Castle has several spires, at least 4 main ones, a little one, and 2 more over this way. So there's about 6 different spires to it. To which, look at the new shiny!
Wow. A very shiny.
Ain't it gorgeous? I am
E.
fucking proud of this. Look at it! Hi, look it! Hi, look it! Hi, look it!
So
Yes, I
this
just
is why
noticed
you
it
were
here.
teasing us earlier today.
You know what it is missing though? It's missing trees.
The
You know
fact
what's
that it has any
missing?
foliage on it says
You know what's
anything.
actually
Okay,
missing?
I
fuck
know.
you. There's so much shit on here.
I know. I'm teasing.
Dash, you know what's actually missing? The weak points for the fireballs are supposed to be dropped in here.
Good point. I didn't notice
Okay,
that. You know, it's made of
so
all wood. It's the whole thing's a weak point.
no, it's not made of all wood. Thank you very much. There's stonework in there.
Some.
Each circle has stonework underneath it, and there's also a lot of plants in there, and the ridges are stone. But yeah.
You can still melt to magma.
So I'm just gonna pull a random picture off of my list of pictures over here. Who am I gonna pick? I was gonna pick the Dragon Ball because fuck it. It's a picture and it works. So the king. Oh, it's not appropriate music for inside of a castle.
I didn't
At
even
all.
hear the music. Oh, that's because I don't have the volume on.
That would
That
be
would
a
probably
reason.
help.
That would be a reason.
No, fuck it. I'll steal some of the Jessa music.
Aw.
There we go.
Nice.
Alright, so yeah, the wonderful king will lead you into the castle. And
Okay.
you were saying that you wanted to stay here because he's been really nice to you. And the fact that he unpolymorphed you and was explaining why drow and elves have a very long and arduous history between each other.
Yeah. I still think that's kind of stupid, by the way.
Why is that?
I don't know. Isn't there like a thing where you shouldn't like judge someone by their race or something? I don't know.
I don't
Oh,
know. It kind of depends on the.
This
It's
was
not-
Kimura saying that in character, by the way.
yeah.
That's fair.
It's not the fact that we're judging them off their race. It's the fact that we're judging them off of the actions that they have done over the many, many years, eons almost, against our people.
Okay, but what if... Yeah, I don't know.
What if what?
I don't know. It just seems kind of silly, though. Like, there has to be, like, good drow out there, isn't there?
I've met 1 or 2, but majority of them are not overly the best. Let it be. There we go. So as you're talking, he will lead you from the foyer, which is here, with the rug that took me a good 10 minutes to do because that rug's a pitch. Coloring to what looks to be a study area. And if you zoom in really super large, you can see on this table that there's something etched in it. I'm not gonna say what, but there's a bookshelf. There seems to be some food or plants of some kind here. There is a magical measuring thing, a very large compass machine here, and looks like another table that might be for like notes or something that is currently clear.
How big is this castle?
Fairly large.
Hmm.
This is just the ground floor. There's, of course, there's bed chambers and there's staff
Basement,
quarters.
probably staff quarters, probably a
There's
bunch
a
of other
staff
things.
quarters. There's
Storage
lower
chambers.
levels for stores. There's of course a jail for those that are disobedient.
You keep the prisoner in the castle?
Yeah.
In part of the castle, yes.
Huh.
It's usually under the garden area because the plants like to play for some of them.
Very nice place you have here so far. I like it.
Thank you. Plants like to play.
So, what do your friends think of this place?
Most kings don't have friends. My wording, my not subordinates, but basically the concept of what subordinates are. Because you can't think of it.
Servants.
Thank you. My servants and staff tend to like it quite a bit here. They do live, like I said, in the living quarters upstairs.
Why don't you have any friends?
Heavy is the crown that heavy is the crown that is held by a king and a queen.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Thank you. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say.
King nothing.
Where's your crown, King? Nothing.
Right? First thing that popped in my head.
I love Metallica
Right?
to an extent.
Well,
There's some albums that aren't as good.
perhaps maybe I could be your friend.
That would be wonderful.
As long as you don't treat me how my other friends do, then you'll be fine.
And how do they treat you?
Well, there was one that called me a pet for some reason.
A pet? A
Yeah,
woman like you?
Yeah, I have no idea either. I think he was trying to belittle me.
Accurate.
Thank you, Sky Voice. I know his name.
You're welcome.
The voice in the sky, speaker.
But yeah, I have no idea either. A lot of the group likes to belittle me.
That doesn't sound like a conductive group, if you ask me.
Yeah, I have. Half the time, I don't think they even want me to even speak to them.
Well, then they're just rude, clearly. It's nice
Especially-
to see a woman like you be so outspoken.
Even the one person who I didn't think would actually called me stupid.
Oh, who's that?
You seen the guy that I was with before?
Hi, kitty.
Yes.
That was him.
Is that
you-
what I
you-
said?
For a second
Whoops.
there, it looked like you almost became elongated.
Yeah, that was it. Oops.
Fuck, it's Cat Yannon's run.
It's Cat Yannon's in the sky. Run.
Oh no!
So as he continues to talk to you, he'll lead you into the throne room, which over top has a bunch of vines and roots growing through the upper parts, with some foliage on the outside, a couple of their roots and leaves coming in on the inside. Apparently, a horn in the background. Uh, two elven archer statues on either side of his throne, and a couple lights on the inside. One does get a little bit darker.
It really is a nice place here, especially your throne room.
I appreciate the compliment. I took great care in making my castle the way I did. And it's been
No.
standing for several years.
Several years? That's the
Yeah.
shortest I've ever seen a castle be made before.
Oh no, it wasn't made in a couple of years. It's been
Oh.
standing for a couple of years. Several years. Elves are very long lived. And well,
Nice.
this castle came from my father's father's father.
Oh, by several years, you mean several decades.
Yes, elven lifetimes.
Well, I have to say, in my 800 years of existence, it looks pretty good. This looks pretty good.
No, am I asking? You don't look 800 years.
In dragon years.
Dragon. You're an awful
Yeah.
small dragon. Not
Well,
to be
well,
rude.
well. To be fair, I was a dragon, but then, I was turned into a kobold. It's a long story, so if you do want to hear it, I'll probably just give you the shortened version.
You have confused me. By all means, Lady Kimura, was it? I would be happy to hear the full story.
Well, I believe it was several. I can't actually remember when I was turned, but I think it was like maybe a few years ago. I had this rival, see? He was like a red dragon as well. We had a very, very bad rivalry. We were trying to outdo each other and how big our horde can be next to each other's. And eventually, this gotten so bad to where I don't know how he managed to do it. I think maybe he might have had a few. What are they called? He might have had some connections to some magical humanoids, or magic casting humanoids, but somehow
Wizard, maybe, or sorcerers? Maybe warlocks?
I have no clue. But either way, he managed to turn me into a kobold. And now my horde is now his.
Well, that's not very good.
It's not. It really isn't not. It's not really good. My hard-earned horde that I've rightfully spent time accumulating has now just been fallen and gone. And all I have left is nothing. Until I've met Felix. It was actually a funny story when I met him.
Oh?
Yeah, I
Felix,
was
this
actually.
is the one that was.
Yeah, he was actually at the castle when you met him. You actually did.
The
S-
belligerent one.
See, I was in a village that mysteriously got burned by someone. I don't know who. It was totally not me, I swear. But
I.
but yeah, it was totally not me at all. And that's kind of where I met Felix at, by the way. It was sort of like I sort of like took a liking to him, you know?
That makes
For a good
sense.
yeah, for a good while he treated me treated me really nicely. Like how you're doing. And then he something changed. I don't know. I think the group might have influenced him a little bit.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me.
Uh, you're not gonna be like Felix, are you?
I don't intend to be like Felix.
I hope not. The last thing I want is for my new friend to treat me like dirt like the other ones did.
Well, speaking of that, he'll kind of do a clap of his hands, and servants rush out to go and say, "Yes, my lord. How can we be of service?" As he says, as he goes, "Go fetch this lady some star rubies, a couple of my emeralds, a couple agates, and some of the other gems from the coffers, as well as
Aw.
some of the copper and a few silver. She's been quite a lady and deserves a meal, a banquet of her own kind.
Aw. Yeah, that's really kind of you. Very
And
nutritious rubies, I have to say.
and for the rest of the staff, we all get a banquet."
I have to say, this is really nice.
Fuck, I forgot to put a time on it. Meh, whatever.
Time limit.
I accidentally ordered my food earlier than I meant to order it. Oops. Oh well, they're in the confirming
Oops.
stage. Oops! I instead of putting a time on it, I just hit start. So whatever,
Oops.
it happens. I still gonna take another half hour, so. But yeah,
Well,
so Gamora will be given from the lovely coffers over here, so the servants will go and fetch the stuff. A banquet of gems and stuff. Well,
this is
the chefs also make it. Go ahead.
this is really kind of you, really.
Well, it's not every day that I am graced with the presence of a dragon, cursed or not.
Aw.
A king would be a fool to do anything but give the best hospitality to a dragon ass, especially one of your own, mate Gamora.
A dragon ass?
Dragon ass.
I know what you said. I'm just giving you shit.
It's
This is what
easy to
I
give
deal
her
with,
shit.
people. This is what I deal with, people. Oi. Oh yeah.
Love
Forgot
you,
about that.
Rosie.
Uh, this almost feels like the same feeling I had with Felix for the first time. I didn't feel alone. Before, I was a rich but alone. But then I was no longer rich, and then am alone.
Wow, Ika.
You know my brain runs on music. I'm sorry.
I know it does. That's the saddest part. Like in a good way. Like the very first time. God damn you.
First time.
Feels like the very first time.
Welcome.
Anyways. um So if you want to bring your friends here, not to spend the night, of course, but for a banquet, then we can have a banquet in your honor. I can summon my servants can be able to lead. My servants can go find them if you wish.
Hmm. You know what? Maybe we should. Maybe at the very least. Maybe at the very least, yes.
So he'll do another like double clap of his hands, and the servants will, a couple of them will come rushing, different ones from before, and be like, fetch her companions. They should be somewhere milling around this city.
Yeah.
They're
Gamora's
the odd
Gamora's
ones.
Gamora's gonna describe. Okay, so there's like I think there's like a Gith in there. I think they're like a Githyanki. I don't know. They both kind of look the same. Not to be racist or anything, but they kind of look the same. We got some Drow in there. We got, I believe one of them is like a. No, we got two humans
humans.
actually. Yeah, two humans and let's see, a couple of Drow, two humans, a Gith. Was there anyone? Oh yeah, there's also another Drow. My bad.
Yeah, there's 3 drow, 1 gith, 2 humans.
Yeah, I think that's about everyone.
I think that's
Yeah.
all,
Yeah, that's about everyone.
yeah.
They would probably stand out. They would probably stand out pretty well.
Yeah, they stand up pretty well. At that time, one of his servants will be leading Randak in. who I
Because someone was
decided-
already knocking on the door.
Yep. They're being told to leave, and they kind of scramble away. And as they're about to be scrambling away, they're like, "Oh, you must be the gift Yankee that we're supposed to look for. Lady Gamora is in the throne room. Samson, go lead him. I need to go fetch the rest of them."
Excuse me, sorry.
The name is Randak, not.
No, he was talking to
You-
some random other servant to lead you.
No, but when he said, "Oh look, you're the Gith Yankee," that's when
Yeah.
Randak is like, "No, the name is Randak, the Necromancer."
Apologies. Lady Gamora didn't give us names. She just gave us descriptions.
King of Hickeys, the Necromancer.
Gamora's here, just as I
Yes.
expected.
She's being welcomed and talking to the king in the throne room.
Very good, just where I wanted to find.
Samson here will lead you.
That doesn't sound ominous.
Not at all. Do do do. Do do do. Hey, we get to this room. The Gith Yankee's gonna start looking at everything in this room while the guy's trying to lead me away.
It's over here, sir. Over, sir.
Looks at this
sir,
little
it's
table
over,
thing,
It's over here. It
taps
looks
it
like
with
there's
his
a
sword.
it looks like there's like a summoning circle etched into it. It's older and clearly a very failed summoning circle because it didn't summon anything, but it was etched
So
into
this
the
would be
table.
very bad if I knocked this over, right?
I mean, it's not active.
Oh no,
it
I'm
was-
asking the servant.
Oh, it hasn't. We don't.
You've never thought about knocking this over?
We don't know what it is or what it does. It's always been like that. At least since I've been here.
Just another failure. That's all that I can say. That's what that is.
Okay, if you say so.
It is a failure. Left or right, kind servant.
Oh, so these bridges, one goes under, which is the darker one, and one goes over. So if you look at
Okay.
the main map, which I'll play over to the main map here again. in this area over here. If you
Oh,
notice,
that's
there's
where
a-
that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's what that is. Because you go into this one here, which goes over into here, which leads you into here.
Okay, cool.
And these are the other two circles.
Awesome.
So yes, I actually looked at my map I did on the 3D version to make my 2D version. With all the circles and everything. I was like, she did this properly.
Like, have you ever thought about jumping down there, servant?
No.
It
No,
looks like
I
fun.
don't.
You probably should consider that at some point.
I
It'd be a
don't.
good experiment to see how you survive.
I won't survive. I'm not very athletic.
You never
He's
know.
just-
Weirder things have happened.
Unless someone's casting magic on me, I'm not going to survive that fall.
You never
Rendak.
know.
Hello, Rendak.
Hello.
You're
I
actually
came to
you're-
get you.
actually we came to get you actually.
Yeah.
We're inviting the team over for a banquet.
Right. I think in the few days of any form of understanding, we probably should find other accommodations than here.
Or not.
Call it a gut instinct.
You can't be just kind of look at me like, are you not wanting hospitality of a proper pull-up
Oh,
meal?
I have proper hospitality for myself, or acquired for myself.
Does your hospitality include an entire kingly banquet of various foods and drinks and various foods, drinks, wine, and entertainment?
I have better things to do with my time than pretend to be whatever this is. And you are the king, and thus I will tell you, I am Randak the Necromancer. So you can understand where my hospitality will probably be.
I've
And
actually
for
heard
what
of
it
you
is,
from.
it'll be much more intellectual than anything you could provide.
Burn.
Hmm.
I beg to differ, considering some of the people who tend to join my banquets are none other than the Archmagus herself, more often than not, as it won't be just your party joining. It's
But
probably
like I
most
said,
a good chunk of the city. But you guys are the honored guests, of course.
Gamora, just understand, I've already had a conversation, which is why I came here looking for you. It would be wise that we not stay here very long.
Why? He has treated me very nicely.
For now, the nicer people treat people, the more devious they actually are. And a king is a king for many reasons. They hold power and sway people through manipulation, which is how they maintain their power.
Which is what we do.
Isn't that what we do though?
No, we do something else. That is why we are the Chaos Brigade.
No,
Yeah,
you start fires and destroy cities and topple monarchies, from what I've heard.
Let's just say it fucking out loud.
Oh, Brandak doesn't care right now. It's not like we're secret, to be completely honest.
No, it's really not.
Yes, so if you think that we can topple monarchies and other things on a sheer whim, you could understand. I don't trust kings. They're just pawns in other people's schemes. Am I a pawn in someone's scheme? You're right, I am. But I make my own choices for the betterment of myself. And I do look out for one who should be, hopefully in the near future, returned to their original state, that is of a dragon.
Speaking of that with Lady Gamora, that's part of why I wanted to have the banquet so I could discuss the option for yourself and your team.
Really?
Yes.
Right. And this is where we trust the random king out of nowhere. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, at the moment, you're not really offering me anything to like turn back into a dragon. The king seems to have like a better
You mean
chance
the
of turning me
failed
back.
thing in the other room? Because
The
the
what?
king is a failure.
He's talking about the summoning circle I did
You're
in
right.
my youth when I
And
was
it's a failure.
barely a teenager.
Just like you are a failure, king.
Oh my god.
I don't Randak.
No, I see what you mean by them being less than
Meanwhile,
eloquent.
back in an inn, Zara just looks up and goes, Why do I have a horrible feeling about something?
Hector
I have
looks at
that
her.
someone's
good.
doing something stupid feeling.
Hector looks at her and is like, "Have you met our group?"
As you guys say that at the end, you will all see about 3 or 4 servants of the king wearing their his garbs, his flag essentially. I can't remember what they're called, but shirts with
Emblems?
yeah, it's the
Crest.
shirts with
The crest.
Crest,
The family
garb,
crest
stars,
or the
good
yeah.
things to use.
You're in the wrong. That's just to me, Ika. You're not in the shenanigans.
Oh shit! Whoops.
He mentioned your name. I'm like, that's not the shenanigans group, dude. Emily named for the record. But you see about I think I said 4 or 5 servants of the king come up to you guys and be like, the king has asked for your presence at the castle. All of you, the entire party.
No, thank you.
There's going to be a banquet.
No, thank you.
Felix is like, I can think of 17 different things to do, and all of them does not involve going to that castle.
I'll go.
If he's going, I might as well.
So I was like, free food, I'm in.
No, Italian's just like, no, it's an elf king. No, thank you.
So it's like an elf king who can serve drow delicacies.
Again, no, thank you. I don't want to be in the presence of a high elf.
It's more, Zara is not letting her Alutha Fendar go alone after the warnings.
Good
Yeah, so
call.
I was like, Stallion, you need to be guarded. You're coming with us.
It's not like I'm gonna do anything.
You might, but points to the purple on your arm. That might.
And who's to say I don't go in there and nuke the place?
If you go in there and you nuke the place, you're nuking high elves.
Felix then turned back to her and
So-
go like, take your chance.
It's a good experiment.
You know, Rosie, that one skit where Fluffy goes, "Where that motherfucker at?" The basket.
No, because that my brain doesn't
Just
comprehend.
fantastic.
The racist gift baskets skit.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
And the woman goes, "Where that motherfucker at?" Well, the mention of blowing up high elves.
Where that motherfucker at?
Yep.
The image of, hell no, I am not giving a racist gift basket to this guy. I will give you $20. Where that motherfucker at?
Yep.
We love Fluffy. So Valiant's on board. The other 3 are, and so they were like, Felix, I'll steal gold for you from the king's coffers if I have to.
Doesn't look like I need gold.
It could help topple him. Or at least be a distraction.
He just looks and goes like, I don't need any of that stuff.
Okay, fine. Don't split the party. Don't make me drag you by the ear. I will. Or
I
just
think I'm more likely to drag you by the ear before you try to drag me by mine.
don't make me make Hector put you to sleep.
When did we
Uh,
volunteer for this?
I mean, real quick, what makes you think you're going to make me do anything?
The fact that I can steal your catnip.
I can get more.
I'm a druid. I can make it. Your logic is flawed.
Yes, yes it is.
As the Sky Voice says, all our logic is flawed.
As Billy just kind of sighs and goes, here's a better question. Am I required to go?
The someone's just like, please. You make our lives a lot easier if you just rent. We don't want to have to tell the king why someone is refusing one of his offers.
He
And they
pinched
generally like look terrified.
he pinched the bridge of his nose, takes a deep breath in, and goes, you guys need to find yourself some proper religion instead of focusing on that damn king.
Yes, worship me.
As Billy
We
just
went
kind
to
of
we went
looks,
to Coral on Lorethian.
as Billy looks to us and go like, he's more preferable than your king.
So as
Sadly,
they
it's
state
true.
their god, please give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh Lord.
They have stated their god's name openly. This is on them.
Hector's gonna duck under the table and drag Zara with him.
Yeah, she goes willingly.
12?
Salia just kind of sees Hector die for it, and she dives with him. It's like, nope! Like, oh no!
Um,
As one of them sees what you guys are doing, only one, and let's see what the rest of them deal with. Real fast. Oh, I'm gonna go get food right away.
something tells me something's about to go kaboom.
Something tells me we just really fucked up.
So, two of the three go kablooey. One of them actually passes their save.
As Thalian's like, oh no, not again. Explode.
Why me? And the
Hector
one who
pops
kind of
back
looks and
up.
goes, huh.
Hector pops back up. That never gets old.
I was like, all right, so to the castle before that happens again.
He just groans and goes, fine.
Does anybody go running and screaming from the inn as this goes kablooey?
Probably.
Oh, like everybody except for Milan. He's just like, well, there goes the business day. Oh, more cleaning.
The bar keeps like, I'll get the broom.
He's like, oh, so much for serving customers. Oh well, now I can actually do spot clean. I can actually now do detail cleaning. Thank you. Milan is very strange. That Dash, if you can put us on like a quick 3-4 minute break, because when I gotta go bathroom, the food's almost here because I hit the wrong button.
All right.
So we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. Apologies.
All right.
Alright, sorry about that. My stomach decided to go a little bit of a roar and the food. Which, yeah. Alright, so you guys get led to the castle, which the guards have been informed of Thalian's little kaboom and kind of sort of very much avoid the fuck out of her.
Meanwhile,
So,
on insulting the prince, this
King.
episode,
King,
King.
not prince. So, yeah, the king gets insulted. He just doesn't, just kind of like looks at him and goes, I see this is why, what you meant by some of your team is not the most enjoyable to be around.
Yeah.
we have our moments. Unlike you, I fear for her safety in your company.
Now, why would you fear for a lady's company? Ladies,
Let's just say
Yeah,
I have ears to the ground, and they make it seem less appealing to be around you.
do you believe everything that you hear?
I give credence to things when it comes to kings, because most kings are not the most positive experience I've seen in my lifetime. Kings have their own agenda.
But so do dragons. And so do Githyanki.
I have a very simple agenda.
Whenever said you
I
were
just-
simple-minded and
I
us
didn't say I
have
was
simple
simple-minded.
agenda,
I just have a very simple agenda. And the current one is making sure my cohort is not harmed by you.
well, those who have simple agendas are often simple-minded.
No, I am much more complex than that. I just, however,
And-
have a current
I apologize,
simple
Lady
agenda.
Gamora.
Randak, I have a question. Do you actually fear for my safety, or
Yes.
or do you just actually just don't want your quote unquote? You want to like?
Pet.
Am I just a tool
Yes.
for you guys?
I do
It
fear
sounds
for your
like it.
safety.
Lady Gamora, to me, it sounds like you're just a mere tool to disrupt kings and other monarchies to this group. They don't seem to value your worth as a dragon.
You see, this is why I love your game of manipulation, King, whatever your name is. We'll call you King Nothing for the moment. That seems like a very appeasing thought process for me right now. As Randak starts to glare at the king.
Going back to the team, Salia and the others are kind of leading you through the main foyer and just kind of, she just keeps walking forward. For the record, she's going to pop a stealth off because she's a rogue, and yeah, she's going to attempt eventually to try and steal from the king's coffers because she's Salia. So let's see how poor this goes.
Excuse
my
me.
lovely drow.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
The guard doesn't see her fucking disappear. She's gone. But like she'll make sure that Hector kind of saw her and where she was heading.
And of course, the guards are probably like, "Where'd the one go? I don't see them anymore. Did they leave?"
He's just gonna shake his head and just be like, "Oh my god, this team." And just,
What does the rest of the team do while Salius disappeared? You guys are being led towards the study room.
Hold on a second. I gotta take a phone call.
All right.
Valian's just muttering an undercommon, like she doesn't want to be here, but at the same time she's like, I wonder how fast I can make this whole place go kaboom.
Hector is a cat and is hanging out on Zara's shoulder.
Fair. Felix, what are you doing?
Oh no, Vish's just gonna be following. He's not much into like the whole authoritarian. So he's just following around. Though he does keep an eye on everything right now.
Sorry about that.
Oh, good. Zara?
She's clearly not happy about being here, but is still trying to smile and be civil.
Civil? Haha, what's that?
I forgot to close it up though. So, you go into the study room, or you just gonna hang out in the foyer?
Yeah, screw it. Send to the study room.
Since Tasha's currently disposed of, I will move her token as well.
Disposed.
So, just like the others, you see the study room, there's books, there's plants, there's a table that has a summoning circle etched into it, a compass, another empty table, another doorway.
Look, if there's any books on extraplanar entities and that sort of thing, Zara will grab one and go sit on the bench and hold it open in a way that Hector can still read it with her.
Meow.
Of course.
Alright, that's a table, by the way, not a bench.
Oh well.
Look, it looked like a bench.
It can be a bench. Especially for Hector,
But,
because cats don't care about.
I mean, he's a cat, so.
Yeah.
Meow.
Meow. Jump. Wait.
Meow.
Sorry
Jump.
about that. Sometimes friends have really bad timing when they know I have D&D tonight.
I know that.
I feel that.
Oof. Rest in peace.
So your group is currently checking out the study area. And I need to see if Salia continues to stay under stealth around more guards. Oh yeah, they don't even touch it. None of them go over 10. She's gone. Now, sleight of hand. Sleight of hand for locks is out a thieves tool check.
Locked is Thieves' tool.
Yep.
How do I put that on to be on 20?
It should be an option on there.
I believe
I'm
if you click the thieves
Nope.
tools.
That's not the right one. Okay. Go into these tools. These tools. Alright. Extras. No. Steve's can't. Where the heck is it?
Click the thieves tools.
Okay, I clicked tools. It brings up my list of tools and stuff.
Go into your inventory.
Okay. Inventory. Thank
Click
you.
your thieves tools.
Oh, there. Thank you. That would be Dex. And I am proficient. There we go. Oh, I love her. She's gonna get you guys into so much shit.
I don't really think we need her to get us into shit.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm already
they're
doing a good
pretty
enough job
about that
already. I've already been doing a good enough job tonight.
I need to figure out how much that is. Okay. Wonderful. Alright, so she's gone still. Doing her thing.
All right.
And we have Hector as a cat. The Thalian's kind of wandering off towards the king's throne room, ready to go kill some motherfuckers. Zara is attempting to read. And you guys can hear Randak's voice in the other room singing insults to the king. Randak?
Oh, he's currently glaring at the king.
Randak. Why? What is? Why? What is up with you and him? And
He has a way of conniving people into servitude.
Servitude. I do not make slaves.
And
of
for
people.
you,
My
Gamora,
servants are willing. Thank you.
yes, because you're conniving and manipulative. Anyhow, Gamora, we all may not see eye to eye on every day. I do concern for your safety around this one. But we all are better together than not.
I would
You
not
are part
harm
you are part of our
a
group.
dragon. Ever.
You are part of our group despite all things that we bicker about. We all still need you as much as you need us.
then why do y'all view me as a pet?
Because we were trying to not draw as much attention coming into the city of elves.
Well,
We
that was
already
very
stick out as a
smart, was it?
sore thumb. The Gith Yankee, some drow. You tell me how much we do stick out in this city.
That's no
Still,
reason to call her a pet.
Again, we were trying to mitigate a situation. But of course, you and your highliness think only one way.
Understand the fact that you have no reason to call a woman a pet.
And you have no reason to exist, but unfortunately you do.
That's someone who should be on the astral plane and studying, child's books?
Yes.
As Redneck's fingers are
Sorry.
starting to
Sorry, Hector, you
circle.
can definitely hear them arguing.
starting to
The king
circle as if
doesn't even sound mad, he just sounds
he's about to
amused.
get ready to cast something.
Hector, I had that feeling again.
Hector's gonna jump off the table, walk over to Randak, and spray on his leg, and then walk away.
He's gonna walk all the way.
As in marking
As
territory.
he does, I
As-
kick Hector away.
Randak, I know those eyes. Do
You're
not
right.
freaking do it.
Oh, I'm about to do that.
No, don't.
And Hector becomes a human again.
Please do not do this.
I think it's
Welcome
unavoidable.
Welcome to my castle, to the rest of you.
You know, Randak,
I appreciate the welcome.
I appreciate the gumption. But for a guy who's supposed to be smart, this is a very stupid play.
It may be, but sometimes it is
Necessary.
the option that is necessary.
Let's stop and think a moment. The guy has been claimed by the people in town to be a darker, more sinister figure than he lets on to the public. We are professional evil.
You do
Maybe
realize
take
if we kill him, we can take over the city.
No, we
No.
really couldn't.
No, we could not.
no, we could
No,
not.
they would try to rebel against you and kill you.
Yeah.
We already own a city.
You can own a guild in my city. I'd be happy, more than happy. I'd give you the guild, and I would happily pay your wages.
Um,
Small task.
Should,
An idea, actually.
should I roll another save, Rose?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
I'm just.
The guards and servants have like evacuated the area because they have heard about what Thalion does, and he doesn't even seem worried about it.
Alright.
All I'm saying, Randak, is we are already wanted on multiple continents. We have a level of infamy, but attacking and murdering a king would put us on a whole different level that I don't think we want on our backs right now.
Most of the world might want you dead if you did try to kill me. That's not a good idea.
Not now.
Your teammate's quite right on that.
But you are nothing but King Nothing, so
You just can't shut the fuck up, can you?
No.
No, he
That's,
really can't.
that's
He's been
Hector
insult-
talking, by the way.
He's been insulting me for the better part of 30 minutes, at least, I'd say. Not that I'm too unaccustomed to get honky not
Okay.
knowing what they're talking about, but that's beside the point. It's been amusing to see what he thinks he knows. Clearly, you know more and understand more.
I am sorry about my companions. They can be.
A
How do I
bother
put this?
sometimes? It's not a
No,
problem
no, that's
anymore.
not really the word. They sometimes just. They're very quick to assume. I suppose would be the word.
There are two keys to asserting yourself as a villain, Randak. One, having others around you who can witness your evil, the group.
And two, knowing when to do it.
And
If you're
two,
going to do it.
being alive long enough to keep doing it.
You don't become evil and well known and strong if you just go around killing people for no good reason.
When
I'll
I
just
lived
call it
in-
an experiment at
Yeah,
this
go ahead.
point.
Well, the experiment would be a failure. Much like the summoning circle from my youth, you'd be much far worse of a failure at that point because, well, you wouldn't exist.
Village.
Look, I think maybe we need to all calm down for a second. There's going to be a banquet. I think this
I
is
don't
a time.
think a banquet would be a good idea.
So
It would be.
the king is completely calm.
Oh, so is Randak. That's funny as well.
Felix just kind of leans onto the wall as he's hearing this. You just see him like put out his pendant, close his eyes for a moment, and then he just began like counting on his fingers from 10.
I just. He has been more hospitable and kind to me than you guys so far. Why can't y'all just calm down for a second?
I'm calm.
Upon my lady, I believe, is the fact that we are all calm, but our form of ideas are clashing at this moment. Like I said, the banquet is to honor you as my guests in my city, as well as to give a prospect of work. Your companion here, the one whose name I'm not entirely sure of, I believe that if the posters are correct, at least the updated ones would be Hector. He kind of looks at Hector as if to ask if he's correct on that.
You said the most updated what?
Updated posters.
Have they put up posters of him with his galaxy hair and new look and all that shit?
Yes, you guys got one specifically for that, because of that. Remember?
Oh yeah, because I nuked the city.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean
Yeah.
that's fair.
And so he's like, Hector, I believe.
Yeah, he said that. He was like, "Yep."
A
Now look,
pleasure.
that
Pro-
one was an
pleasure.
accident.
A very well placed accident.
Yeah.
Which one of the three things that happened that day were accidents?
Okay, the meteor was an accident. Turning you into children was an accident. The flump flying out of Vilix's ass was an experiment.
Which I much appreciate the information for that one.
Still wish I could have got that flump.
And everything after that, I'm pretty sure I'd figured it out.
Like he just kind of like looks amused at the fact of the flump out of Felix's ass coming. It was like, I like you. I like you a lot, Hector. You're smart. You're funny. Clearly, you lead the group. I like you.
Lead is strong.
Name what you guys would like for a feast, and my chefs will make it for you.
I step in when they're all about to kill each other. Is the
I
gist
see
of it.
this. I can see this.
Look,
As
I
I-
just
As I said, name what you would like for your feast, and there will be a feast in a short while.
He turns and looks and points at one of the servants.
Is it that specific servant, or it could be any one of my staff?
He thinks a
Wait.
moment.
Are you particular on your flavors?
You know, I've never had tabaxi.
Oh no.
She's writing something down.
Mm.
I'm ready what Hector's meal is.
I like the idea that servant is probably shitting in their pants at this exact moment.
Although that servant's not here at the moment. He'll just be like, look to one of the servants and be like, make sure Thomas is well dressed and well marinated. He knows he owes me his life. I'm now calling him that. And he kind of like turns back to the rest and goes, what else would you like to eat?
I would like to have some. Actually, you guys already gave me my supper. As she just nods on Ruby.
Oh yeah, she has like, Gamora has like this huge feast in front of her of like rubies, gems, itty bitty diamonds. It's not nothing worth like more like 2 gold. They're just really tiny diamonds, star rubies, sapphires, emeralds, all sorts of goodies. Copper, silver.
Valian's gonna pull out her rations and goes, I'm sorry, I'm allergic to food made by other people.
According to those that frequent Milan's area, you're not. What do you think gave them the recipe for such delicacies?
Again, I'm allergic to people. I'm allergic to being fed by other people.
Or is it just because my race and you being very racist?
She goes, no, I'm fine with my own food, thank you.
See, Lady Gamora, this is why I have an issue with Drows. When I try to be nice to them, they're rude to me.
I also don't
Please
trust
don't make
anything
paint all of us with her brush.
I also
No,
don't
you
trust anything
have
that
been-
you've made.
I'm not making it.
Anything your staff is making on your behalf.
Guys, why are y'all being mean to my new friend?
Not all of them, just 2 of them.
Well, why are some of you being mean to my friend?
That's when Vilix speaks up and goes, have you ever noted any time of them not being mean?
You beat me to it. 'Cause I was about to be like, have you met
Oh
us?
no, I'm not being mean. I just don't trust this place, and I don't trust him as much as I could throw him.
Hector
And-
will turn to Gamora and just be like, okay, real quick. High Elf points at them. Drow.
I
Bad
understand.
blood.
I
The
understand
kid
that.
will actually start laughing at them, like, see, I like him. He has humor. He gets it.
So, them being also Gith equal asshole. As he points at Randak. He's like,
And Randak is not denying that one at all.
them not trusting him, Gamora, makes absolute sense.
Well-
Contextually.
At the very least, can't y'all trust me? And
I would
Can't y'all
trust
at
you
the-
safer not in here.
You
And-
just
Basically, out of nowhere, just kind of popping up, Salia pops up and goes, I trust him. And she just kind of like walks over to Hector and goes, oh, by the way, I owe you a I owe you a gold piece. And she just kind of like gives him an actual gold piece. And as she leans in close enough to do that, she'll whisper in Undercommon right in his ear and go, by the way, I got us 20 each.
Very
And
good.
kind of like
Hope he doesn't
leans
realize.
back.
probably won't.
And just to check if she relocked it properly,
She did
if
not.
she, knowing her, probably did.
Probably not.
One.
Nah,
Nope.
Like I said, probably not.
not locked the best, but I mean,
It appears to be closed.
it's closed. Maybe not locked, but it's closed.
Accidentally leaving a foot in the door. Just an actual foot and nothing else.
I can so see that being the way.
well, either way, how about we go to like the dining room thingy? You probably have the dining room, don't you?
Of course I do. It's over this way. He will lead you towards the dining hall, which has to go through the gardens to get to the dining hall.
Again, Gamora, I would rather trust you not in here.
And Gamora leaves the room, and she's like, "I'm not even in there."
No, as you're trying to leave, he's telling you that.
And Celia's following him, following Gamora, who's following him.
Either way, I appreciate you being very hospitable with me. It's a very nice change of pace.
Well, I'm glad that I could
I wonder
be.
how much fire could go off in this place.
Too many to count.
Randak, stop.
You just hear Village just cough. Too many to count.
How many small fires can I find in here?
It's like, Jesus Christ, the king is basically throwing a guild hall at us.
Yeah, I still don't trust him.
Yeah, I'm with Randak on this.
Wow, we're on the same page for a change there, Italian.
Hell, at this
She
point,
goes,
I
well-
trust him more than I trust the rest of you, not counting Zara or Salia.
Mm.
Well, let's put it this way. I will gank you in your sleep. I don't trust this guy not to do that.
Village just kind of put a finger up and goes, I question that.
Yeah, especially considering the devil's bargain you made
Yeah.
with the purple fire infecting your tattoos.
Hey, I didn't make that. I didn't make it verbally. I just touched it.
As Village continues goes on. Again, I question that.
Did you have to wait until I actually had a mouthful of fucking fluid for that fucker?
I am
You,
so
Phrasing?
sorry.
Italian, did I not warn you to be careful not to touch things, though?
True, but you know, I
Hi, Chase Maker.
Was I not wrong to say be careful to what you touch down here?
Yes.
Oh, that's Ren. Hey, Ren.
Well, as you guys go over there, Village just kind of just stays by the entrance of the building with his back up against the wall.
Okay, which entrance? I have to like
There's
the
only
foyer.
one entrance into this area. There's literally only one entrance into this area.
Well, technically, with the original map, there should be like one over here too. But I got too lazy and didn't want to add another fucking ladder.
I know, but talking about like there's literally only one area where we all gathered at that has an entrance.
Okay, this current room you're in, which is oh,
The
okay, you're
prayer
over
room.
here. You're over here. You're over here. Okay, understanding there's two groups going on here, and I'm trying to keep track of both of y'all's asses.
Hmm.
Oh my god, come on.
All right, so Felix is
Not
over
you.
here.
Not,
Yes.
I
sorry,
can-
not you.
I confused Felix with Mandak. Okay, understanding when I put you two side by side.
I might change
At a
Villag's
dis-
picture later. I might change his picture later at some point.
So yeah, at a distance, you guys look very similar. So
Well,
so there's
This looks like-
Hector, and then follow. Or are you guys gonna stay in the front room?
So after a moment of just kind of standing there as you watch him goes in, Village just looks to Gamora and goes, "I got a question for you, Gamora. Just a simple question.
sure.
I know you're upset with how we've been treating you, and he just kind of nods his head. I can understand it, you know. It's one of my worst situations. I'm talking to my diva about that. But just a question for you. Have you ever once took what we said to you into consideration?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you do know there's a reason why we've been saying that. Have you ever stopped to wonder why?
I mean, kinda, but I just kind of assumed you kind of got influenced by the others.
He shakes his head as you just seem like just finger around the religious relic on his neck as he goes. So I can promise you right now, the influence was not one of them. But again, you know, you're your own person. I let you choose your own decision. Just note that there is a reason why we say that. It was actually for your benefit rather than to put you down. But enjoy your food.
This is exactly my problem with you guys. You treat me like a child.
You do
Um,
realize that you was not even days ago was eating cursed dirt and flying away from us when they was telling you to not eat it.
Okay, in my defense, eating cursed dirt is a lot better than what she did, and she points to, uh,
Valian.
yeah, Thalia.
Stallion goes, have you ever
At the
also
very
thought we
least,
were...
her curse is a lot worse than what mine is. I'm just a multicolored kobold now. She actually blows people up.
So say, as
Village
heck walking in, is it?
Village just shakes his finger and goes, "Again, I think you're missing it. It isn't what it was. It was the fact that that's what you did and you took off running instead of just going like, okay, maybe I should stop. You said we'd treat you like a child, but you kind of act like one."
Stallion goes, so there's a little thing called sarcasm.
No, no,
Yeah.
we leave
What
that to
about it?
Hector.
I was gonna say
I mean-
after the comment about acting like a child and that's why we treat you that way, Hector will point at Falion and be like, you know, like her.
She goes,
The murderer who leaves bodies for people to find and for weapons.
I haven't done that in a while. Now I just kaboom.
Was that what I? Hmm.
As Villix continues, so just so you know, just because we treat you that way doesn't mean that you're the only one being singled out. Everyone here gets treated one way or another. I'm not gonna act pretentious like I'm too good, as he quotes, as he looks at everybody else and go like, because I know what they're gonna say if I try to say I am too good.
Had to make sure. Had to make sure on that.
Yeah, he meant that shit. That was not sarcasm. That was.
And
Stallion goes, in my case, I'm just a bitch.
That's an
Accurate.
understatement.
Like he just kind of like nods. And as you guys were continuing to talk, in front of you, as you guys talk, like servants come out in droves and lay the food on the table. There's loads of it. There's dwarven delicacies. There's drow delicacies. There's stuff that is from many different human kingdoms from around the world. There's even tiefling delicacies. Very rare tiefling delicacies that have unique floral scents to them.
Hector is going to look at the king and be like, I'm not doing this because I do not trust you, and I'm not doing this as an insult. I'm doing this to assuage the worries of my own party members as he casts Detect Poison and Disease.
End up they're all becoming poison and tainted.
Stallion pulls out her trail mix and starts nomming on some jerky.
None of it's poisoned.
It's all good.
Stallion still ain't touching it.
None of
Yeah.
it's poison. None of it's disease. And in fact, after you cast that, a very beautiful tabaxi. Until you can get the image to the right spot. There we go. Is walked in and led directly to where Hector is forced to kneel as the king walks over to him, pulls out a sword slowly.
Wait. It's more fun this way. Wild shapes to bear.
Oh boy.
All right.
Yep.
He's like, kind of goes to pull the thing and goes, okay, I was going to give you a sword so you can chop his head off. Sheaths the sword and just kind of like goes, looks to the cat, goes, Thomas, you will stay there and you'll deal with it. May your soul rest in peace. This is the life. This is the favor of life that you owe me that I'm now calling in. It was
And
nice to know you.
He just goes to town.
Oh yeah, they're screaming and cat noises and all sorts of shit. For the record, so you guys can see it. No, I did not make this art. I found it on Google. So that is the tabaxi that you just murdered.
Vill's gonna take a step further into the hall, just like, I'm just stay back here.
I'm not partaking in any of that. Salia's just gonna dig into all the drow delicacies. Like, oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, Hector's newfound lessening of his evil side isn't as far along as you'd think.
I'm not sure
Oh,
if
well-
that's Twitch or if that's Dash's side attack. If
What
it's
you mean?
freezing like that. They're saying that the Twitch keeps freezing and buffering.
Oh no, I refreshed and it started playing an ad, and even the ad was freezing.
Okay, I was about to say, because if it is just the stream itself, it would definitely be on my side, because it's raining here, and just not that long ago, my work system shut down. For
It's
like
raining here
5
too.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely
It's
Oh,
not
sure.
raining here.
It was raining here earlier. I don't know about now.
No, it's just cloudy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the internet in the States, they need to switch out their
I don't
hands.
need help with your net. That's all I gotta say.
However,
Well,
I will
main-
say, I've actually upgraded my net. So that should be in effect next month.
The main issue
Cool.
is the monopoly laws have basically been tossed the fuck out when it comes to internet, and the companies refuse to work together to allow like the high speed cables like they have in places like Europe and Korea. to be
In
put in
Canada.
because none of them will work together to share the lines to allow those to be put in.
Pretty much.
In Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are slowly turning into a massive cesspool of bullshit. More so than we already were.
Yep.
It was like, is because you weren't already. But no, so there's a huge feast laid out in front of you. Sally is just going to town on it. Hector got to go to town on his.
Just the sound
Zara's
of
gonna get
ripping meat.
herself a plate.
Aura is as well. She's
Bear.
not only. Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Go
go.
ahead.
No, go.
I
You
was
were
just,
talking.
I was gonna say that Gamora's not only emeralds, but she's just helping herself to pretty much a little bit of everything.
Okay, how
a
good did
heart-
you go?
Down
Why
at
are
the
you
bottom,
doing this study?
because there might be things that need to go missing in the study.
A heart lands next to Zara.
Perception check.
Aw.
It's like bear toss.
Thalion is munching on beef jerky.
Randak, perception check, please.
Sure.
No. This is more fun. Bear.
All right, so you found the book that Zara had earlier, the Extra Planet Entities book. There's also a book of the finest cuisine in the Underdark.
So what was the first book you listed?
An extra planar entities book.
He'll pull that one out. Open it. Looking around. Flip through pages.
I'll find your info later.
Yep. And then after he's done looking at that, he's going to look for other books that probably would be better in his pocket than the King's.
That's gonna need you to do me a sleight of hand.
Oh, no. I just want to see what other books are there that would be better suited. Didn't say he was taking them yet. It's called Better Suited to know what other books there are.
Someone like an investigation than anything else.
I believe that would be exactly the case.
Hector forgot he has a new trick now.
With that natural 20.
Hector can turn into things that are CR1 and have a flying speed.
Oh boy. It's gonna be a vulture.
I mean, you joke. I mean,
God damn it.
There you go. Oh yes, you find lots of stuff.
He'll pull them all out and put them on the table that's right here. That looks like it's a table.
You find a book that's called The Titan in the Gorge. And
Okay.
I'm writing all this down.
I'm sorry, but that name sounds kind of like a
Hmm?
that one Titan in the Gorge kind of sounds like a
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Thief and the Moon.
Dirty AF.
yeah that one sounds a little smutty too.
The Guild of the Dark.
No comment.
Leave me
Randak
alone.
found the Queen's Harlequin novels.
There's a queen in here? I don't think there's a queen at all in here. I think the king's alone, and he needs some reading material to take care of problems.
to strengthen hand muscles.
Get those hand exercises going.
Hector has some new
You
animals.
find Dawn of Mercury.
That was not as smutty as the other ones so far.
But it could be.
That's probably like the romance story of all of them all, where it's like, oh my god, boy meets girl, boy loses girl, and they don't understand what the heck went wrong.
I'm using random shit. Okay, leave me alone.
Oh, I know you are. And I'm just poking at it
We're
at this
just-
point.
We're just poking fun, Rose.
Oh, I know.
At what point do I see guards coming in here or servants coming here while I'm looking at these books?
Because they kind of pass through. Occasionally, they don't really look like they're looking at you. They're just kind of going through.
Random, I look at them going, yes, you want something? As he goes back to flipping his through these books. I guess I should now roll another investigation check
Oh yeah.
for reasons. Nope. That book does not look clearly important enough, that last one. Put it back on the thing.
Nice.
Clearly.
Clearly.
So, Mora's gonna look back at the king and say, "So, you said you wanted to talk to us about something? I think you said that."
Yes, I had a prospect for you. Specifically, I can show you the guild as currently it is not being used and it hasn't been used for about, he has to think for a second. I'd say about 250 years, roughly.
Hmm.
It's not in the best shape. It's in a bit of disrepair because nobody's had any use for it. We don't often get adventurers in our area, so maybe that will change with people like yourself.
Hmm. What do you guys think of that?
Mhm.
If you wish, I can also help try to research the curse that you've been talking about on your teammate. He'll nod towards Stallion.
No, I'm good, thank you.
So, you want to keep your curse?
No, I don't want his help.
You would rather be racist than remove the curse.
Yes.
I don't trust him. That's why I'm refusing help and his food.
That's exactly what racist means.
Not really.
No, not really. That's actually completely different.
Yeah.
As Randak keeps his eye on the things, opens his bag.
So Vilix then speaks and go, okay, so what is
If
the
you're taking the books, give me a sleight of hand.
Oh,
Please.
I will when I go to it. He's
Okay.
just opening his bag at the moment.
So at Vilix go, and what would be the downside of us not taking it?
Why does it have to be a downside? It's just going to be left unused.
Guys, I think this
You
is a
seem
good.
competent.
We do, but I don't feel like being spied on.
It's spied on. Guys, I think this is a good opportunity for us.
No, thank you.
So yourself, you don't have to join.
It might be nice to have an extra base.
An extra base is always very nice. It could also be another source of income for us.
But we
That's
could
not
choose.
empty.
We could choose another base elsewhere.
No, I think we're going to take this one.
Yeah, I like this one.
Rolls eyes, munches on food.
Well,
We'll
guess
try
the
and
party.
pull a random empty book and put it on the table.
As
So I was
Vilgos,
like, I think this is going to be a good idea.
looks like the party made their choice.
Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right? Oh yeah, no question. They got it too.
So
Cool. Books start
I
going into his bag, and empty blank books go back in the spot with like written words of what the titles were, so that way it at least appears that they were not removed. And then he starts walking out the front door.
Because like one or two of the guards notice you as you're nearing the end of it. They don't really seem to have an issue with it, but they do take note of you having done that.
also have a question. Could you possibly have a way to turn me back into a dragon?
I actually was planning to research that. You said it was due to a curse. I don't believe I have removed curse or have studied that, but I can look into it and see if any of my servants have family and or themselves that can delve into that type of magic for you. It might take a little while, but on those fails, I can ask a favor of Phelan, even though we don't always see eye to eye.
All right, that sounds pretty reasonable. I'm honestly surprised this turned out very well. Got a new guild. We got someone that will help with researching. What could possibly go wrong?
And just like that, with you saying that, you just made everything go wrong.
I was about to say, because
No.
when you
I
said
have the
that-
ring.
You may have the ring, Hector, but
You don't have
Lady
the choice.
Karma is a bitch.
Says
You
the
have
Something
one.
more.
intel save.
Huh?
Stallion, intel save.
You mean wisdom save?
Intel
Or
save.
intel, right?
Okay, then, Randak, I see you loud and clear.
8.
For me?
I said, I see your message.
Awesome.
Something tells me something's going kaboom.
Nah.
So all but two of the servants that were serving you food literally blow up.
Oh,
So like 20 servants literally just lit on fire, except around Hector because his ring.
As
Huh.
Felix looks to Gamora and goes, "Nice call."
Okay, that could go wrong.
Thalion
The
cat.
king just kind of looks at them and goes, "Great, now I need more servants." That means I have to go actually recruit servants now with more gold.
Thalion will casually take a
Wonderful.
drink of her water skin as these poor souls go explode.
Yeah, you see why we need to get rid of that curse immediately.
She goes, I
I
don't
see
know.
why
It has its benefits. A few of those are high elves. And that is racism.
Yes,
three of
that
them were
would
high
be.
elves, but there's also about 4 of them that were dark elves and followers of law.
Last I checked, it's not, uncommon for a dark elf to kill another dark elf.
No,
Thalion smirks and goes, we call that a Monday.
no,
Well,
it's not
I
uncommon.
thought the killing the high elves would have been a Monday there, Tasha.
No, that's a Wednesday.
Oh, that's just a Wednesday.
Yep, that sounds about more correct.
You don't want to know what we kill on a Sunday.
Oh, I totally do one day.
Kobolds.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Sunday.
You know what?
Well-
Hey, King, can I just like stay with you a bit more time? With a bit more time.
You're more than welcome to stay at my castle if you really wish.
Okay.
After the meal, though, I do think we should go look at the guild and see if it's up to what you would like to take. Like I said, it is in a fair state of disrepair. It will take some time to get it up, but I'll happily help repair it with you guys doing some small missions for me.
That sounds pretty good. She just looks down at her food and just kind of frowns a little bit.
The king's gonna have to get you guys all the food because now it's covered in cursed dust, but
This is the best type of toppings.
Oh, when things went kaboom, Italian would have closed the bag on her rations. Just casually, you know.
I'm gonna say that you didn't get a chance to because you didn't know it was gonna happen right then.
True.
So yeah, your rations are kind of foobar. Hey, fellow DMs, for somebody who has an addiction, what would you think? What kind of save would they should they roll?
Con
Con.
Come
or
on, con save.
willpower.
Yeah, con or wisdom.
I don't
Uh,
think
I
there's
think it's
Con would be for withdrawal. Wisdom would be to fight the addiction.
wisdom then. Give me a wisdom save there, please, Gamora.
Okay, wisdom save.
Because the thing of your addiction is right in front of you, and there's lots of it. Beautiful lots of the purple dust everywhere.
Okay, so I got a 17.
Cool. So you don't eat any of it, but it still looks really tempting. But you stave off the addiction for the moment.
And with that, I think it's break time.
I believe it is.
It is.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. We are now in our second half. Most of us have been fed
Yes.
and happy
Accurate.
ish. Whew. Quick recap of what's going on. They talked to the king. They're currently having a banquet, and the rogue that happens to have a case of killing people does not trust the king, who has not killed people, about more than a couple people. I mean, he did let somebody kill a tabaxi in front of him on a life death, but that's not the point. We have Felix that's kind of sort of watching the hallway, and Avandax that's gone back to the
Wizard
Wizard's
Tower.
Tower. Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Back.
So he's offering you guys to go show you the guild. It's in some pretty ill disrepair. But I mean, it's a guild still.
Alrighty.
Is Stallion going to join them, or is she going off to the Mage Tower?
Stallion will follow. Not that she wants to, because she, yeah.
Goes off to the mage tower and end up blowing them up.
I mean, granted.
Cause the last thing you really want to do is piss off some mages.
that, and that's not there. That one. Alright, and steal the king from the other map because I don't currently got an actual king.
Well, I'm so yawny.
I don't know. And voila to the other one that took me a little bit of time. It took me
4 hours.
ow, Hobbs. Fuck you.
That was an honored Dan.
I mean, granted, Dan hasn't been on here for a while, but behold, there's the map that I made. I was bitching about making it look like it's a fucking pie.
It's, this looks very nice. I like it.
So, thank you. This is the first time that the people, my players, have seen these maps, apart from the teaser that I gave earlier. But I made these. They randomly have a guild of first and second floor at least. So you're welcome.
I
Make
mean,
a
we might,
circular guild.
going off the look of the tower, we might be able to expand it.
Yes. So to explain the tower, to explain where you guys go, you guys are, most of you guys are currently over here. With the exception of this guy who's over here.
Yep.
You guys are going from here, Matora's castle, to here, which has been dubbed a very specific thing because I didn't realize when I made it what it looked like. And Shadow would like to comment on that because they're the reason why you have that as your guild instead of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Neither were much better, to be honest.
Okay, this one over here is not bad.
No, it's not bad.
This one, I
It's
didn't
very
realize.
much.
And they said it suits your team. I'm like, I mean, I can't even argue that. So yeah, you guys get to potentially take over the guild that looks like it's a dick.
I was
Awesome.
thinking something else. But hey.
Hey, my stream is frozen again. We're back on, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
back on.
So yeah, the king will just kind of show you around, and when the king is distracted by showing Gamora mostly around, Salia will hand the group 20 gold each. Be like, so I hate you, Hobbs.
You're welcome. I'm not wrong.
No, you're not. But yeah, Salia will hand you 20 gold each before you guys go in.
Alright. While Gamora is looking around, she's kind of like scratching herself on the side. Sometimes she pulls off a scale or two, but you know.
You can go look and go, are you alright?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine. Hey, by any chance, do you happen to know how to, like, for example, just like get rid of a addiction of some kind, like one that's like to magical purple dust, perhaps.
So subtle.
I was gonna say because that's subtle. So you'd have to roll a fort DC, which translates to this fort is 3.5. I believe that's wisdom. So a wisdom save of varying different amount, or you would take a certain amount of damage if you don't.
For
And it
what?
will last up to so many days.
For what?
For addiction. So addiction rating
Oh,
from negligible to vicious. There's a fort or in 5th edition terms, wisdom. Save DC all the way from 4 up to 36. With
hmm.
a citation of 1 day up to 10 days, depending on how you roll, and then damage being like 1d3 minus 2 to dex, minimal of 0, or taking wisdom damage, etc. and so forth.
So, is this just you explaining this out of character? Because Gamora was
Yeah.
asking in character.
No, I'm explaining this so that we know out of character.
Oh,
The
okay.
character makes 2 successful saving throws in a row. They have fought off the addiction and recover. A lesser restoration or restoration spell may negate some or all of the ability damage caused by an addiction, but on the next day the victim may accrue more if it continues to fail their saves. Remove disease immediately causes the user to recover from the addiction, but it does not restore lost ability points, whereas greater restoration or a heal spell causes recovery and restores ability score damage from addiction. I need to save this. I'm gonna save this because now I have drugs that I can use against you guys. I mean, I've been good,
Gamora is still asking this in character,
but
by the way.
he'll say, depending on what you're willing to go through and do, to my knowledge, it could take a couple of tries to resist the addiction, or you can have a higher level priest cure you. Lower level spells can stop it for a while, but I don't know how that would work with the purple dust, as that isn't something I've come into contact with until recently.
Hmm. I'm thinking.
And Salia will walk up to you and go, real subtle there, Gamora. Real subtle. And
I'm.
we'll have to go
I
explore.
don't care if it's subtle or not.
Dalian, where are you exploring at the moment?
She's not really touring anywhere. She's just staying put because she's like, I don't. It doesn't feel right for her. This whole thing.
Vix turns to her and goes, I doubt you better blow up anything inside here.
She was
Is this
more like, I
piano?
don't trust this guy.
Yeah. So let's see.
Yes,
Would
that
you
is a
rather
broken
not
piano.
trust him outside of a building or inside of a building?
Both.
Hmm.
Dash, it's almost like I will eat green eggs and ham sort of situation for Dash's character at this point.
Oh, I know.
Well,
I
more
don't.
like she has a bad feeling about this thing.
Oh, of
It's not
course.
sitting right.
I don't think it would be right.
I think
Hmm.
what Dash is saying is, would you rather go inside where you can't blow people up, or you're gonna be outside where you can blow up people?
Pretty much.
Either or, she's not too fussed, but she's
Would you rather not commit mass genocide?
well, as long as it's high elves, she doesn't care. But
Which
she's
I'm
like,
pretty sure the party wouldn't mind her committing mass
Yeah.
genocide.
They do if it brings attention to them.
True enough.
That.
yeah, true.
Maybe, King, I'm,
Can you add this there?
yeah, I think maybe what would probably be a good idea is if cause, okay, so Thalion is the one who produces technically the purple dust.
Mhm.
So maybe it would make sense to stay away from the source of the addiction. To
Well,
kind
but
of help it.
you have to test that out. I don't have much experience with addiction. I haven't really had to handle addiction before. So my apologies on that, Lady Gamora. But it'd be a trial and error and probably a trial by fire at that point. Not that I
I
can't.
mean-
Not that I don't think you can handle fire, because well, just look at
'Cause
you.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just because this is the only thing I can think of at the moment. They'll make sure that I'm away from the source. But maybe I should talk to my party about this.
I would suggest that, yes. Speaking of, what do you all think of the guild? Well, what was a guild some 200 plus years ago?
You realize it looks like a giant dick, right?
Yeah, that wasn't my
It
design.
needs a
That
lot
was,
of reworking around. Probably something that's less phallic shaped.
I mean, if we just trim the bushes outside.
so I was like, if you did that, then it would still look phallic, just more like a toy.
I'm pretty sure trimming the bushes just makes it look bigger.
Maybe we could plant more then.
No need for the manscaping around here, that's for sure.
The kid
Hey,
just
guy-
kind of smirks at you all.
Well, it
You
definitely
can
serves as
blame
a
my
base.
grandfather for that. He had a twisted sense of humor when it came to certain things.
Good
This
man.
being one of them.
And how often did he hang out with the nymphs?
Nymphs, sylphs, silkies, you name it.
He had the whole shit.
Paragons. He had a thing for also getting it down with the Haragon ladies.
Had a thing
Several
for Faye,
times.
apparently.
Apparently.
Oh, anybody really, including Drow.
Well, at least he has taste.
I'm not sure taste is the exact word I use. But he had
I think he even banged an ASMR. Look at
acquired.
time.
He had an acquired desire, is what I would probably say.
Basically, if it was a woman, he wouldn't care what your race was. He would have fun with you.
Yeah, acquired desire.
Hey guys. So, quick question. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna do it. I think you guys were right
Oh?
about like the purple dust thing. I think I might be a little bit addicted to it.
Says the sorry as goes. Says the kobold, scratching at it like she wants to eat more of it, which we're all still covered in because of well, Bomb McBalmy pants over there.
Except for Hector.
Yeah, that was the
Grandak is
Yeah.
haunted by the powder.
yeah, that was actually the thing.
Well, Randall didn't get hit by it, but
Yep.
Hector had the ring. Nothing blew up in his vicinity.
right. Yep.
I
They,
think Felix was just standing in the hallway after Hector went to town on that tobacco.
See, here's the thing. I think maybe I need to do something about it.
So that make two.
Yeah.
Meaning, I think I'm gonna have to stay away from Thalian a bit since she's the one who produces it.
I mean, staying away from Thalion sounds like a decent idea as is.
Yes, which means
I couldn't totally do that.
I'm going to may have to stay away from the group for now until A, Thalion is cured from her curse, or B, I get my addiction under control.
You
That's what
forgot
I'm
about
thinking
option
at the
C.
moment. What is option C?
That until you start scratching at your skin to just because nothing but bones.
I did not hear a thing you said.
Until you scratch at your skin so much that you basically become bone.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, but at this point, who knows what that purple stuff can do to you?
Point is, I don't think it would be a good idea to be near the group at the moment, especially Thalian.
Hector, as you go wandering over there, you see broken books, a table that looked like it has used to have Bollock stuff in it, so like or chemical chemistry stuff in it. Lots of broken books. They're basically unreadable at this point.
Hmm.
It looks like corrosion and possibly fire got to it.
Hey, King, any chance we can get the alchemy equipment replaced?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Good.
said, if you guys do missions for me, I'll help get this guild back up and running for you.
Well, with that, he's just going to start clearing shit out of this room.
All right. So he's just kind of like looking around, like, I think I found the kitchen, or what was the kitchen. There's a lot of broken chairs in here. Very open concept.
Hmm.
Mora's gonna help clean up a little bit.
So I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs.
But yeah, wouldn't y'all think that would be a good idea for now, at the very least?
Hector's
Prob-
going to look at. Oh, go ahead, Shadow.
No, you can go ahead.
Oh. Yeah, Hector will look at Gamora and be like, okay, let's look at it this way. Do you understand what the term withdrawal means?
Well,
That would be a no.
Okay, so when somebody is addicted to something, your body has developed a craving for it. It has to have it. You have put yourself in a situation where you now rely on this to be normal, depending on how much of it you put into your body. If you just leave the party and no longer have access to the magical curse dust, you are going to go through withdrawal, which means
Oh
your body is going to start rebelling against you. It is very ugly, it will suck, and it could possibly kill you.
damn.
That fucking reply.
I was thinking if I just stay away from it, wouldn't that help?
No, because your body relies on it now. So to an extent, you have to take a certain amount of it or else you will not function properly. Now, we could possibly wean you off of it, make your body rely on it less and less. But again, it's going to suck, and there is always the chance that getting off of this drug will involve you possibly dying.
Well, this sucks.
Yeah.
And here I was thinking it would be a little bit more simple than that.
This has been Hector's PSA announcement.
Yeah, drugs are no fucking joke, Gamora.
Don't do drugs, okay?
Well, this isn't really drugs. It's more like magical dust from the far realms that I'm addicted to.
As Felix
That makes
speaks
it
up,
so much worse.
I was just about to say that. That makes it
That makes it
10
any better.
times more worse than just a simple concoction. Because it's actually
And not-
magical.
And not just that, it's created by the power of an elder evil.
The kid's just kind of looking at you guys like, what?
As Felix now chimes in. So if we put that into the spectrum, let's just say it does end up killing you. Alright, let's say that it does end up killing you. It's from the far realm by elder evil. Do you think it's just going to end there? You can be a tormented spirit at that point.
I mean, for all we know, this shit could cause you to turn into a illithid.
No.
No.
That would not happen.
Yeah.
Illithids
Yeah.
are recreated
Yeah.
by little tadpoles that drill into your brain, and then they become the illithid.
Yep.
Talon goes in theory. I'm obviously kidding.
Nah. If that did
I
happen, that'd
mean-
be kind of fucked up.
Best case scenario, it would be something more like an aboleth or some other elder horror.
As you guys are talking, the king's just kind of gonna look at Thalion.
Yes, can I help you?
Eat my
As
child.
And she's got like resting bitch face going on.
what's the role I need to do for him? I need to look at my role stuff.
She goes, didn't your mother teach you it's not nice
Medicine?
to share?
No, Arcana.
And
That
she's gonna.
is-
I don't know. This is Randak or?
No, this
No,
is the
Randak
king.
is somewhere else.
All right. If
Randak
that's
is in the
king,
wizard tower.
If that's the king, she like totally backs off of him. Like, get
Oh
the
no, he's looking at you. He's kind of like holding his head for a minute, and as you back off, he gently grabs your wrist to kind of like look
She
at it.
slaps his hand away and tells him to fuck off.
He's like,
Right,
Don't touch me.
that's a wall, Thalion.
She'll
Can't
go
go
this
through
way.
You can't
She
go
goes,
through the
don't
wall.
touch me.
He's like, I'm trying to help you with the curse.
I don't
and
want your help.
You need someone's help.
You
I'm getting-
seriously
Maybe,
need to
maybe
get some
take
help.
the person who's
Help.
actually researched stuff. To
I didn't
Seriously.
ask for your help. I don't want your help. Leave me alone.
Hey, Thalion, do you remember how many times this team has tried to murder you because of your bullshit?
Yes, but I don't want his help.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't trust him.
Village just kind of walks up towards Randak and goes.
Randak's not there.
Oh,
Not
Randak's in
Randak,
the wizard
the
tower.
king.
okay. So he's at the what's the tower then? All right.
Yeah, Randak's
gonna-
at the wizard tower.
All right. In that case, he's gonna go up to Hector and goes. Do you trust the king enough to actually try to cast a spell or something on Thalia to keep her from moving?
Can you trust anybody?
Well, I don't trust any of you guys, but the point being, do we trust him enough to actually keep her still to see what he wants to do?
Well, so far, he's offered us work, he's given us a guild, and he's given us a very lavish meal with no drawbacks whatsoever.
Sounds
Okay,
suspicious
okay,
if you
well,
ask me.
I'm
Honestly,
maybe making you fat.
honestly, he sounds morally questionable, but considering he let one of his servants die to you, Hector, but he doesn't seem to be doing any of us harm, so
I'll say he's not blatantly evil like us. Yet.
Okay, and for the record, with the servant, he does state that
The guy owed him a
Okay.
life,
Yeah,
a life
owning
boon
a,
or something.
yeah, owning a life is one thing. It's enough to sacrifice that life.
He owed the king his life, and the person who is his honored guest asked for a
A life.
tabaxi to eat.
Yeah, but still,
So
owing a life and a sacrifice of a life are two different lives.
Well, I mean, it's the same lives.
Yeah, same thing, but just different purpose.
yep, he just killed the person that owed him a life for the sake of his honored guest's food.
I just
mean-
love like how he's trying to get closer, and Thalion's like, "Get the fuck away from me."
As
So-
Felix continue, shall we just try to hold her down?
I'm not going anywhere near her.
You can't force
Hector.
someone help if they don't want it, and I don't want it.
I mean,
Hector-
they can't. He puts up. Technically, they can if they want to, but that's on them.
Hector, don't you have some kind of like druid magic thingy that would like, I don't know, cure me of like addiction or something?
Nope.
That'd be more
None?
along the clerics.
Okay, what about her?
Zarfe is
Yeah,
upstairs.
Zarafe.
Do you want
What
to
about
know what could possibly cure you?
What's that?
We murder you, and then somebody casts resurrection on you.
Can one here do that?
At which case, you possibly come back as a different race, a different class.
And
You would be somebody completely different, which means you probably never return to being a dragon.
That's not ideal.
As Felix then chime in just because he can. And that's still not including the fact that we don't know if that dust has also affected your spirit as is.
Also accurate.
Well,
This is
this
not
Which is
going.
why I'm trying
this-
to study your teammate, is so I can look at the markings. If she would stay still long enough, I can look at the markings. So maybe I can help figure your addiction out, her curse out, and see what damage it possibly could have done.
Valiant, you need to be still.
She will
Cause-
draw her dagger, and she goes, "He comes anywhere near me, I'm gonna slice him."
Valiant, I want to get rid of this, and if you don't get rid of and if you don't stay still, then you can't get rid of your curse. I can't get rid of my
I
addiction.
don't want his help.
Gamora,
Well,
you
I
can't
want it.
fix stupid.
I'm not being stupid. I'm being.
No,
I don't want.
no. You are. This is as Hector. You are 100% being stupid, Thalion. This stubbornness of yours has
Because I
done
don't trust
nothing
him.
but put you in a position to where this group of people, the only people you have in your life at this point, have tried to kill you on multiple occasions. You are a detriment to your own physical well-being.
So it's like it sounds like I missed a party. What the hell are you yelling about now, Hector?
What am I usually yelling about?
Oh, so
Valiant?
someone's being stupid.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, Thalion won't be still, so he
Because I
cannot.
refuse to
The
have
king
a
cannot
king I
figure
don't
out
know
like the
touch me.
curse. The king cannot
A
figure out
king
the
that I
curse,
don't trust.
and I cannot get cured of my addiction if she does not be still.
The king which you don't trust because he's what? An elf?
Hey, Thalion, roll a wisdom save.
I was gonna say, yeah, wisdom save because Zara just cast whole person.
As this going on, Felix goes like, so you said Redneck went to the wizard tower? I think I'm gonna head over there.
That's a fail. So you're
There,
currently
you're
held.
held.
She glares and goes, "I don't want him." She's like, she's just
I
rar.
don't. I
Guess
don't think
what?
you can talk
I
to
don't
an old
care
person.
anymore.
So the king, while she's being held, will approach Alan, look it over a couple times, and touch her, and he needs to make a save.
Mm-hmm.
which for him was a wisdom save, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I haven't decided that, but that's an idea. I love you, Dash.
No, you don't.
You're like, I don't love as much as I gave you that idea. Rosie. Don't you don't no.
No, you don't love me. Don't lie to people.
I love you.
No, you don't. Don't lie to people.
Let me note that down.
Oh, no, I was just curious though, cause I could have sworn that's what had happened. But yeah, while this
Oh.
whole BS is going through,
I don't think so.
Vez is like, is Rendex at the Wizard Tower, right? I think I'm gonna make my
Yep.
way over there as well.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay.
I feel like I just missed something. What the fuck just happened?
I just remembered the magical item Hector got out of the last chest.
Nope, that's not what I'm okaying at.
Oh.
Tasha sent me a message that I was not expecting. Okay. Okay. You don't have spells. Yeah, but that doesn't give me proper. Okay, hold on. Let me do some dice rolling. Let them trying to fall on the ground on me.
Fail, 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 fail.
Okay. Well, that plus what just happened to him. So as he's studying them and, for the second time now, is touching her.
Help! Help! I need a lawyer.
You guys see. I know.
Gotcha.
I know. She can, but she can't. It's just humor me on this. As he touches her, you see all across her body, from head to foot, that she lights up. Every sigil on her body just lighted this most furious, glowing violet color out of nowhere. Salia, as it starts lighting up, does the jump and duck around the corner over here, like, fuck no! Like, no! And the king gets blasted into the wall over here as an energy emanates from her as she's looking at him specifically. Gamora, because you're right next to her, and Zara, as you are within 20 feet. I need you guys to give me a dexterity saving throw, please. And also make one for Salia, because she was ducking out of the way at the same time.
And did any damage get done so far?
Gamora's good.
Real quick,
And
the walls of this are made out of like
wood.
wood. All right.
Like,
Wouldn't the
just
king possibly
hard
go
structures.
through the wood at that point?
Cushioning
Nice.
his impact.
Unless it's ironwood or some shit like that.
Nice.
Then that's just gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
So his thing gets cushioned, so it's nice and soft. Gamora kind of goes ass over tea kettle. No, not Gamora. Sorry.
Also
Zara.
for Zara.
Zara goes ass over tea kettle about another 10 feet. So a whopping like 10, 15 feet this way towards the bed. So
Catch.
also with tea kettle, and now he has to make another save
Oh boy.
because this is a thing.
And Viv was just walking out the building too.
All right, so
That's one way to
I
get
need to
moved more
quickly note
fast.
down exactly what just happened. That'll at least give me information about what happened. So yeah, here goes Blossom. She's glowing head to foot, and from her lips, as the whole person slowly dissipates on her, she still can't move, but it slowly dissipates enough that she can speak from her lips in a completely different voice. You hear, "Don't touch that which is mine."
Who are
Before
you?
the glow starts to slowly fade, and Thalia knows exactly who that was. And the king's body, from toes to head, very slowly starts to get marks on it. And he's going to look like, oh, fuck. He
Oh,
rolled a nat
lovely.
1 on his saves. Well, a nat 1 and like a 10.
So Felix, after all this, now he's not even out the fucking door. Goes like, did we just fucked up here?
Does that do anything?
Where my dice go? There they are.
Like it did for me.
It slows it so that he only gets covered on his to about his knees and to about just past his wrists.
Question. Was what just happened to him some kind of magic?
You're not entirely sure.
Okay, I'm gonna try and counterspell it anyways. See if it does anything.
It doesn't do anything to him, but it snaps whatever was talking to Thalian out a hell of a lot quicker.
Hmm.
Thalian, you know exactly who and what that was, considering you're the one that did it. Sort of.
Well, I mean, we all spoke to him.
She's a little confused, but
Dalian, what was that?
I told him not to touch me.
What was that?
That's to check your messages. I just
That
told you
was
before.
your check.
Look at the smart drow. So Skywars.
She goes, I told him not to touch me. And that's all she says.
You are not going to help us, are you? You're not going to help me, are you?
Hector love, remember what side of the idea of what should be done with Thalian I was on when she tried to kill Salia?
Mm-hmm.
I have not changed that position.
Me neither.
Me neither. From around the corner. As she, slowly comes out. The king's like, now, it was my own fault. I did touch her, and he continues to kind of like look at his hand, kind of flips his hand, and I'm like, this is not a development I was expecting.
This is bad. This is really, really bad.
He has like this kind of not so much concern, but interested look.
Felix didn't speak up. If I remember correctly,
Uh-huh.
and I might be wrong about this, didn't they say that that marking was like so deeply embedded that it's actually on the spirit? So even if you die and was to be revived, it still be on you.
It wasn't conclusive, I don't believe, on that.
Okay
Because you
then,
guys don't know, because this is the
because
first time anybody's...
I do remember it being stated that it's so deeply embedded, like you can feel the skin off it, still be there. I do remember that part.
Yep. So do I.
Okay, that look wasn't it yet. I completely kind of spaced. What was that?
I said I definitely remember the part that the markings are so embedded that even if you flail the skin, it'll still be on you.
Yep.
That I do
Right.
remember.
So yeah. You don't know if it's soul deep, but you know it's definitely not normal. And yeah, the the king now has markings on him. So that's a thing.
Yeah, so Gamora is just starting to pace around while she's just scratching her arms. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
No, it's not good. As it's now like hanging by the door area. Since this is all brand new, I'm just throwing this out here, so feel free to stop me at any point, guys. But is those marking the same reaction as Thalia's, or does his mark react differently than hers?
You don't know because you haven't tested it.
Well, I'm glad Randak ain't here because I know he'll love to test that.
I forgot he wasn't here because I was literally about to say, "Hey, Gith boy, go check that out." Because
The shit that
Yes,
just
boy.
was missing.
Left the castle.
yeah, you're
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
he's
and
gonna love to
he
hear
didn't
about
tell
this.
he didn't tell people where he went, but he literally did go to the wizard tower.
Well, once he gets back, he's
With
gonna
some of
love
the
to hear
king's
about
books.
this. That's for sure.
Oh, you mean tomorrow morning?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got a place to sleep at the wizard tower.
This is not good. This is not good.
Well, it's only one way to find out. Let's pull a Randak. Hey, King, go visit a temple.
Wait.
The king is currently talking to someone. Mentally. Dealing with something.
What do I do? What do I do?
Well, the first thing you can do is stop pacing and sit down, and well, it's already you can do at the moment.
Man. This is not good. This is not good, guys. This is really not good.
Felix just kind of nods his head and goes, "So you remember that thing you said not that too long ago? What can go wrong?" I think you answered your own question.
No, but you just gave you asked the question and Ika answered it in private. What could go wrong? Finally is what could go wrong. That's all I gotta say.
How does one get rid of a addiction that's attached to their soul? It's
Well,
like addiction, but 1,000 times worse.
I mean, it's from the far
Fight it.
realms.
discard your soul.
I mean,
And how do I do that?
offer it up to a devil or a demon?
Will that actually work?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Will
Oh,
that
no,
actually
no,
work?
no,
Felix just kind
Well,
of.
I know that there's at least I know that there's probably a tiefling god that might be willing to make a deal for a soul.
God.
Everything's coming up, Barnaby.
Phil just kind of like just turn his head away from her. He doesn't answer, but he just kind of just nods his head.
The black suit's coming, so you nod your head.
No, just head.
Everything's coming up, Barnaby.
Does
Would
Gamora
you
actually
like-
hear that, or was that out of character?
Good
That
question.
was out of character. That was just me.
Okay,
doing
I was
voice.
just making sure.
I love doing the voice.
So, I have a question for Ika.
He might have an answer for you though.
You're not gonna like it, but he might. Yeah. I am the source of all of your misfortunes.
You are not wrong.
This is the reason why I'm being cute.
hmm
Okay, that doesn't really stop the first part of the question or thought on that line.
So yeah, take off the so that only Gamora would hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can. Do you want me to?
Go right ahead. Offer it up.
Okay,
If she's
then.
looking for answers, go for it.
So, the king, who's partially covered in these cursed runes, will turn to Gamora, and his eyes will turn red, and a third spectral red eye is going to appear on his forehead.
Oh God.
And he is going to say, "What's this I hear about someone trying to get rid of a soul?"
Well, I was trying to get rid of addiction, but you know, I guess addiction does suck the soul out of your life.
Everybody can hear this, by the way.
Everyone. His voice only went from the normal king and changed to what everybody on most teams would know to be Barnaby's voice. I don't think anybody on this team has met Barnaby yet.
Nope, not even Randak.
Nope.
So I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
kind of
that-
walk over to have to be like, is that normal?
I mean, Zara once dated his sister-in-law, but she's never actually met him.
No, that's not normal.
But yeah, I am trying to get rid of a addiction that may or may be attached to my soul. I'm not really 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure since it has something to do with elder evil, it may.
The king's arm is going to raise up and point at you almost like it's a puppet on a string. It's like, boy, do I have a deal for you.
Wait a minute, I know you. You're the Scottish dwarf that was talking to us earlier.
What?
What the fuck?
Oh wait, sorry, I meant Irish.
Okay, this is a callback to something, and I don't remember.
Me
Remember
either.
when Barnaby first talked to us on the ship?
No.
I do.
I'll be
I
back in the
distinctly
bathroom.
remember that.
I'll finally do Barnaby stuff.
And
Wait,
she literally, and Gamora literally said it, referred to Barnaby as the Scottish or Irish dwarf.
Okay, first off, I'm not a dwarf.
Oh.
Secondly, I'm starting to question whether this deal is worth it.
Alright, listen. Okay, so what exactly are you offering that will help me get rid of this?
Well, you see, the mind and the soul aren't always necessarily connected to one another. There's so many different farces working within a single body that, one part could be taken out and removed without necessarily affecting the rest of it. At least in a way you'll notice.
Okay.
So you make a deal with me, and I rip that soul right out of your fucking body, and you'll barely even know the difference.
Sounds really compelling, doesn't it?
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
You know,
You'll
I,
be
I was
done.
actually tempted to do that with Vilks, but I was like, you know what? Vilks probably would not do this, actually.
Alright.
You'll be over the addiction. It's not attached. It would be attached to your soul, which I would be taken out of you. You might notice a little bit of a change in your personality, but other than that, you'll be fine.
Alright. Is there anything else I gain other than the loss of addiction and possibly my soul?
You want to be a warlock?
Oh shit. No. No. No.
Hmm. Hmm.
No. 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 No.
Hmm.
I can offer you any kind of warlock deal. You want powers based on the ocean? I can give you that. You want the powers of a celestial where you can heal people? I can offer you that too. You want the power of a fiend? Torture enemies into dust? I can give you that one.
She does enough dusting as it is. Felix chimes in. That's the reason why she's in this situation right now.
You want the power of a genie? I'm not going to explain how I can do it for you, but I can do it for you.
What about? Let's see.
Or if you
get
worship me, I can make you a cleric.
Let's see. Get rid of. I get rid of the addiction, and possibly my soul, and I gain cool powers, and in return. I mean, okay, I have a question. What's gonna happen to my soul once you get it?
I mean,
Is it really that much of a concern to you?
Uh,
I mean, it's causing you nothing but problems. Just being rid of it should be enough.
I mean, it could be a potential problem. Like, what if I die?
Don't die.
Good idea. You're right. It won't be a problem if I don't die. Come to think of it, is there like any powers that would make me like a kind of sort of like a undead kind of thing where I don't have to worry about dying?
oh shit.
It's funny you should mention that.
No.
That happens to be my one particular specialty. Honestly, it warms me cold heart to hear you suggest the thing.
Oh, cool. I'll be like Draco Lich with the powers of a dragon and undead
It just
and
keeps getting worse.
Don't we have
And-
enough of those already?
actually I probably don't even count since I'm not even dragon anymore, but I'll be like a Draco Kobold. A Lich Kobold. A Kobold Lich? Lich Kobold Dragonist?
I don't think we can stop
Whatever
her at
you
this
call
point.
it.
Well, if you'd like to accept the deal, and his other arm will like pop it up, all you have to do is shake my hand.
Powers of a Draco Lich. That sounds pretty good.
Felix is like, oh no, we can't even stop her at this point.
And I'll get rid of my pesty addiction. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh,
And
she said it again.
You shake his hand.
Yes.
Okay, so your little kobold arm. If you're doing the undead one, is that the
Yeah.
one you're going to be going with?
Yeah.
It almost looks grayed, as though your arm is dead. Like it's still fully functioning and everything, but now it's like gray, the scales are dingy, the claws have grown out a little bit, you know, like how the skin recedes from your fingernails when you die.
So you're saying that we have a grayish cosmic color kobold right now.
Yes.
Oh, this just
And-
getting weird and weird.
As you're shaking hands and sealing the deal, you just hear, "Thank you kindly for the dragon soul." And he fades back to being the king.
Man. This was really a well-balanced deal.
Felix just goes like, well, first of all, Gamora, let me just say right now that as he just kind of puts one hand up, one hand over his stomach, and just gives like a slight bow, you have my full apology. Clearly, you did have a dragon soul. Now, notice how I said you did have a dragon soul. You don't now, which means that you're probably not.
You
a
won't
dragon
be turned
anymore.
back into a dragon anytime soon.
What the fuck is Randak having to deal with now?
Oh, everything.
And
Well-
where you have dead Rosie.
Well, I mean,
Is that
I got rid
Rosie?
of the...
I'm dying here myself.
Well,
And
I got rid-
yes, You are rid of your addiction, goat. Before you say that, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. You're fine. So she looks at the others and be like, "Well, at the very least, I don't have to worry about be bounding to like her anymore, Thalion, with like the addiction thing. But I feel different. I mean, he did say that there was going to be a difference, but there is clearly a difference.
See, I'm hearing there's less ill effects if we have to kill Thalion now.
I mean, you're technically right.
She goes, but because you gave your soul, does that mean you can't become a dragon anymore?
As you say that, because the deal was just on a handshake, you will see a clawed spectral hand come out of the ground and into Gamora's chest, and it's just going to drag this blue essence out of her body and into the ground.
Village just kind of like cross his arms as he watched that. He's not gonna touch that shit. As he goes, well, I think at this point, any research on trying to turn you back into a dragon is null and void. And I'm saying that with a safe assumption.
Also, Rose, check your messages.
Yeah, okay.
When you're finished dying.
Village then hums to himself one more time and goes, maybe I should speak to that. What you said his name was again, Burnaby? At some point. As he just kind of clicks his nails together. Maybe. For now,
Real quick,
though.
I love how simple the what happens when I die argument was. It's just like, what happens when I die? Don't die. Okay.
Fair enough, don't die.
And then takes the undead warlock pack.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing though. If I don't have to worry about dying, nothing happens. Which is why I took the undead warlock thing.
I don't. As Village just kind of stops himself mid sentence, pause, purse his lips, and go like, you know what? You're absolutely correct. I'm gonna argue with that. You're absolutely correct.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Rosie is like fucking being slaughtered.
Well,
You just see him like pull out his emblem again and start fingering around with it. Absolutely.
Okay, but like,
I understand why I'm being slaughtered. This game went from, oh, I'm gonna make a fighter. Oh, I'm gonna be a cleric. I'm gonna be a sorcerer too. Everybody's now gonna be a warlock. Everybody's a warlock or something or someone or we're all just making warlock packs everywhere. You thought you could have too many warlocks.
Hey, there are three characters who are not. There are three characters who are not.
Yeah.
And they're all mine.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hector isn't.
Yeah, I'm about to say Vilix isn't, and neither is
Neither
Hoopa.
is Zara.
The only person who's like a warlock in this team is, I guess, now Gamora. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll allow coffee lock, so I can't do that combo.
No coffee lock.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Coffee lock is broken as fuck already. So, Thalion, how do you go about that?
We'll talk later about that.
Okay. Continuing. You guys are asking about Barnaby stuff.
Oh, this has been a very interesting day so far. I got turned into a goat. I met a king. We had a feast with the king. I made a deal with the god. A lot of things happened all this time in one day.
By the way, after all of this has happened, Hector is just kind of standing, grasping the bridge of his nose, and just looking so fucking frustrated.
Hector, what's wrong?
And
You!
he is where'd he go? Why? Okay, he is just going to start walking towards the door.
Hector?
As Gamora asks him that, she's gonna walk with him and go and look over her shoulder and go look to Gamora and go, "You!" and continue
Me?
walking.
Wait, hold on for a second. What
I,
did I?
while looking at her, he's just going to be like, I am going to go find some trees, and I'm going to sit, and I'm going to meditate on the fact that I could have stayed in my forest eating people instead of dealing with any of this. And he's going to walk out the door.
And if any of you bother him, I will slice you to a million pieces. Unless you're Zara.
With the exception of Zara, she's more than him.
And she'll follow him out.
I'm confused. I got rid of a problem. Why are they mad at me?
Gamora, let's put it this way. Did you actually got rid of one problem, or do you only trade it for a new problem?
Look, I'll cross that bridge. Look, I've already dealt with enough problems as of today. I don't need to think about another problem that I may have caused for myself.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, sure. You know, yeah. He just kind of like pursed his lips as he just kind of like drums his fingers on his arms, like, you know what? I'm gonna go search around the town. I'm gonna go walk around town right
So
quick.
glad my
Look,
wizards.
this is not going to. This is not going to affect me, because as long as I don't die, then nothing bad will happen from this.
See, I think you're missing the issue. The issue is, and I'm gonna say this in the most layman of term. If you don't die, doesn't mean you can't die. Get what I'm saying here?
Yeah, but that's not a problem if I don't die.
He just kind of like, you just see him like bites the inside of his cheek as he goes. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, don't die. Just for all love and sakes, don't die. You got me rooting for you right now. I need to go talk to my diva and walk a long walk by myself.
So, knowing that Zara is going to be with Hector for the moment, so that Hector is safe, Salia will go over and find Yandak and be like, yo.
Well, since she doesn't know where he is, she's gonna have to start looking for him.
I mean, it's not hard to go and ask the people around town. Go, hey, I'm looking for the Githyanki. Where'd he go? There.
Or I'm looking for the. There he is.
I'm looking for the thing that. I'm looking for the wizard that way. I didn't even get to finish that way. You know who you went and who you've been with?
Well,
that
someone
way.
else is answering the door because it's not him.
Nope. And she just kind of, as I answer the door, just kind of shows past him and goes, Randa!
I'm in a book.
We have an issue!
You don't say. Is the issue the king? Because I'd like
No,
to
it's
know when that
Gamora!
issue's been resolved.
No, actually, I
No,
think the king is part of it too. Don't forget the curse marks.
No, she's just like, nope! The bigger part of the issue is Gamora! Person
What
who
did she
came-
do this time?
Definitely Gamora.
What did she do this time?
She sold her soul to a god of the teeth flames. I don't know who he is, but his name is Barnaby.
So some guy named Barnaby bought Gamora's soul.
Yes.
I gotta meet this fellow.
Oh, and the king now has part of the curse from Thalion because he touched Thalion.
I first gotta meet the person who one-upped the kobold.
Yeah, it took her dragon soul, her actual dragon soul. Yes, it was a dragon soul. He said, thank you for the dragon soul. And it got dragged literally out of her, and she doesn't see how potentially dying is a problem.
I almost just want to high-five this guy.
And you don't want to go talk to the king, because the king was the one that...
Oh, no, the king is a useless pile of dog turd.
You can also mention that he specializes in undead shit.
Yeah, and he has the thing.
I get that, but the part of the
But
fact is,
they came
Randak
with
is like,
the one
I
that
want
the
to high
guy
five
talked
Barnaby.
to. Well, the king was the one that Barnaby talked through, I think. His voice changed and he called himself Barnaby through the king's body and shook Gamora's hand and then took her soul. So you might need to go talk to the king
a
to
soul.
get to Barnaby.
Randak be like, someone
Eh.
sold their soul? Looks at sundial. Oh, hey, it's Thursday.
And
No, it's
and
actually Friday for that one.
and she took
That's a Friday.
a deal with the undead. So she now is an undead kobold thing that's got a gray arm.
And so, what do you want me to do about this?
You spoiled. What do you know?
I was working on resolving all their problems, but no. They had to talk to some guy named Barnaby who one up or next leveled them. I want to high five this person when I find them.
She's gonna kind of go,
Because
like failing, like, do you know who Barnaby is? So she's like,
no, I don't know who this Barnaby is.
No,
But I definitely do need to
Stalia
give him a
looks
high
to
five.
Phelan, which is the Archmagus, and the Archmagus just kind of looks at the sky and goes, "Oh, for the love of all things."
Okay.
Why
At that point, Randak looks to the Archmage and goes, okay, so can you back up and say why him? And explain the why him?
God, that is a tiefling, that is father of all tieflings. He is a god of, what was the spheres again, Ika?
I believe he is war, undeath, and I want to say Arcana is the third one, but I can never remember the fucking third one.
Arcana sounds right. Yeah, the third one was Arcana. Because Undeath was the one that I always forgot.
The Arcana explains why he just has every kind of warlock pact.
Yeah, that's why. So explain, he's a god of Arcana, Undeath, and you literally just said them. Or
At this point, as the Archmages do that, Randak closes the book, which is one of the king's book, by the way, puts it back in the bag,
nice.
grabs the bridge of his nose, shakes his head, and goes, I told people I would take care of their problems. It would take a bit more time, but at least the problem would be solved better. I'd have to high five this person because they definitely did they definitely got use out of people and made them more pawns than they needed to be.
Just kind of like looks at this guy, looks at her like room and goes, 1 second. And she'll literally walk into her office.
Close the door and start screaming?
No, walk into her office, grab like a tome, and just be like, I never thought I'd have to do this. I never thought I'd have to actually do this. Barnaby, I need you to port your ass into my fucking pillar temple, or my pillar, what's it called? Tower. Into my wizard tower, because somebody wants to meet you. And you're not going to my body because I'm not one of your warlocks.
A dimension door will appear in the ceiling.
Wait, hold on. Did they imply that the king was one of his warlocks?
That's what she just implied, yes.
Oh my goodness. That explains a few things. I knew it.
And you weren't in the mage tower to hear that, but
in game.
Out of character. Out of character, I knew it.
Yeah. No, she totally did. And that was all mentally to Barnaby, not verbally, because but she's like, I'm not one of your warlocks. So dimension door in the ceiling.
Barnaby just appears with a taco or something.
Wouldn't be
and he's
surprised.
going to just like slowly levitate down out of the ceiling, complete with his signature fucking giant ass scythe that he carries with him. He's like, "Evening."
And you are?
Barnaby, Randak, Barnaby, god of undead.
Randak holds up his
A
hand.
necromancer.
I owe you this high five.
So I understand you be a necromancer.
I understand I need to owe you a high five.
Yeah,
He gave
that's
you a
what
high
that
five.
noise was.
Yeah.
That's
And yes, thank you. I don't know why people are so dumb that they go and sell their soul to you, their dragon soul. Why? For the love of God, why did they do that?
Do you understand this world? I have been having a heyday in this world.
Oh, you
There's
have?
a heroes guild, and I own half of it.
Really?
They just keep making deals. It's like sandblasting a soup cracker.
Well, I am proud that you were able to do whatever you've done to this point in time.
Barnaby,
I just need to know what they needed so badly to give up their soul for.
Oh, they wanted to be rid of some silly little addiction,
Which, giving me the next trip to the next town, would have probably resolved.
hey, you
Along
know
with
what?
the other curse that I was going to be working on getting rid of.
Oh, trust me, I'm working on that angle too.
Can you not do that? I
Oh, no,
have
there's-
already found a way to deal with the problem. I just have to get to the next town to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask
Barnaby,
you not to do that.
I kind of rather do that because it's already a pain in the ass to
Barnaby?
do.
Hold on a moment, Randak. Yes?
you might want to make a deal with this one because this one's the reason that are the dragons around.
I'm not worried about the other dragon.
I know you're not worried about it. He is smart enough to actually read the texts.
He's also smart enough to not fall for a deal.
Not a stupid deal.
I'm not saying I'm not smart enough to figure one out, but honestly, look at him. This is the kind of guy that I would want standing next to me legitimately, not because I've tricked him.
A deal doesn't have to be trickery. A deal could be as simple as being my right hand man.
Have you met me?
Why didn't I have a tome in my area that is specifically not a warlock deal with you? So that if I need you to come here to talk to idiot adventurers, that you can actually talk to them.
All right, look. You summoned a big fucking zombie dragon.
Yeah,
Good
that
on you,
I kind of was not able to control at the time.
That's all well and good. I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're a smart lad.
I will get there eventually. But in the process, I have things I need to deal with the brigade of friends or associates I have. One was to turn the one into a dragon that lost their dragon soul. I still need to figure out how I'm going to turn them into a dragon. That'll be a new quest for me.
Oh, there's
and
tons
then
of
I've
ways
got
to
then I
go.
gotta get the curse off one drow that's in our group. Valiant.
You
You
know
can do
what?
whatever you want to the king. You can curse him all the way the rest of the way up. I don't care.
You know what?
See?
What did you say?
It was like, see?
You know what? Here's a deal I'll make with you. Yes, there might be a way to remove said curse in the next town over. And he's going to dig into his pocket and pull out a gem. It's like, if you do manage to pull that off, put it in here.
That I could do.
I would greatly appreciate it, as long as the gem makes it back to me afterward. Name a price? I'll see what I can do about it. Because I can get you a lot of shite, by all.
Well, how about this? When I get that done, I will then discuss my terms.
Fair enough. I know you happen to have a certain goal you're seeking out.
I've got a few goals. Two that will take some time to get to.
God of Undeath.
Like I said, I've got some goals and some time. I do have to study more magic in order to be better prepared for that next step.
Fair
Or maybe
enough.
some worthy ally to get in your pocket.
But
So
when
to
I
speak.
get this done, we will discuss my terms then, and only then.
He is going to reach out and boop you on the nose and just be like, that sounds absolutely fantastical. And as he does that, you suddenly know the location of a few items that might help you on your way.
Eureka!
We'll
Those
call
would be
that
some good locations.
We'll call that a down payment.
I appreciate that.
And then he's going to turn to the Archmage. He's like, bitch, you need anything else?
Don't kill. Mm.
Don't say you.
Don't kill the human with the galaxy here. I'm conducting experiments on him currently, or trying to. He has a ring that I'm curious about.
That's a fun ring.
That one already pissed me off.
Yeah, don't kill him. I never said you can't curse him. I never said you can't almost kill him. Just don't actually kill him.
I had him by the balls with his god.
Let me at least study his goddamn ring. Without it being on me.
Fine.
Even if he just leave me a finger of his, I guess. I would prefer him alive so he can answer questions and I can do research. But I mean,
I am going to tell you this. He becomes too much of a problem for me. You're a part of that problem.
okay. If you kill him, bring him back as an undead then, so I can study him at least. Fair?
I'll think about it. Anything else?
Not at the moment. If I need you, I'll holler.
So as you say that, another dimension door will appear in the floor, and he's gonna like cross his arms and kick one leg over the other and just fall backwards into it.
And then at that point, we should start our wrap up.
Yeah.
Yep, I was about to say, yep, wrap up.
Yay, I got to do Barnaby time.
Now I need to start alter teams.
And that just means Rosie has more work to do for me.
Actually, there is something in like the shoot in
Bang.
private that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll just say it right here. Instead of like a warlock deal, what about like a it's some kind of like maybe a paladin of some kind? Like I would have to switch her stats around for that, but
A what of some kind?
a paladin, though she would probably just have to refer to herself as like a
A heavy metal
Death
knight? A death
Yeah.
knight? Yeah, death knight.
yeah,
also
just
works.
to not piss Barnaby off about that.
Temple guards.
Yeah, something like that.
Temple guard. I mean, you could absolutely do like Oathbreaker paladin for that.
Yeah,
We'll
Just
figure
I
it
would
out.
just
something else.
I would just I would just like flavor it a little bit differently instead of just like breaking an oath.
We'll
I'm
figure
chill
it
with.
out.
I was gonna say I'm chill with that story wise as Rosie is.
All right,
I'm pretty sure with that, we'll figure that out when we're not wrapping up.
Yeah.
all right.
That being said, let's start off with Shadow. Shadow.
All right. Well, tonight was fun. And there was a Barnaby.
A very unexpected Barnaby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hector and Zara got to be cute and annoyed and somehow still haven't killed Thalion.
Oh, I'm waiting for that to happen.
Eventually, maybe. There's stuff in the woodworks.
There is.
You guys give me so much to do, and I literally can't do any of it at the same time.
Hey, I
Your
keep
fault.
giving you more work to do for me alone.
Yeah.
Your fault.
My fault for
Your fault
DMing
for
this
letting
shit
me
you
play
guys do.
wizard.
My fault for running on campaign with any of you.
No, the fault is well, yes, that is the actual fault.
I was gonna say it was the fault for running with us with 3 different groups.
All right. I think we've got a lot of places we could possibly go from here, so it'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, I'm letting you guys know now. I need for maps, not helper people. I need Taknok, a orcish city, a better map of the Cliffs of the Forgotten, preferably. Some farm cities, maybe one of the City of Twilight. I'll put you on the actual region map. So I need maps, please. Thank you.
At least she's asking now a week in advance.
I'm giving you
Yeah.
3 weeks in advance to work on these maps.
I
What
would
about the
do my
ones we
best.
need for next week?
I'll deal with that later. An improvement, Shadow.
Nah, we're good for tonight.
All right, Tasha.
This is my favorite thing is it's the second week in a row we cause Rosie to laugh uncontrollably.
And at the same time, me.
Yes. No improvements. Yeah, that's me.
You, Missy, are gonna make me work a lot. I have to figure that shit. I don't even know where I'm gonna start on that shit.
We'll figure that out. That'll
And-
be not a now thing, a level up thing.
That's still like I have to figure that out then.
And also the
Well,
fact that probably whatever Hash is dealing with, there'll be things I have to end up researching
maybe.
Maybe. All right,
of
go.
certain things.
All right. So I'm still contemplating that all of this happened in like one day.
Eh.
we like went to a wizard, talked with them. Gamora went to like a king. We had a feast with them. We ended up getting like a guild hall that is theoretically going to be ours soon. And then Barnaby showed up, made a deal, and now Gamora is going to be like a
Death Knight type
A-
paladin.
Death Knight sorcerer thing going on there. I was expecting to actually lose her this episode. I did not actually think she would actually gain like a make a deal.
At this point, anything can happen.
It's a
Oh,
game run by me. Expect the unexpected.
Oh yeah. So that was a lot of fun. Things to improve on. Can't think of anything at the moment. Will
Yeah.
inform me though if I do think of anything. So you're good for now.
All right, Ika, you're up.
Okay, so unexpected Barnaby appearance was absolutely fun, and this
Mhm.
was probably one of my favorite Barnaby appearances so far. Outside of the first time when he showed up at the guild hall,
Yep.
like the other ones have been all right, but like this one and the first one feel like the best ones so far to me.
It's always fun.
We gotta have an episode where Barnaby shows up in his like bathrobe and bunny slippers. Like
No.
I was about to take a bath. What the fuck do you want?
Well, Tasha, just think with new companion for MTG and that probably being a book for D&D, I wouldn't be surprised that would become a thing at some point.
Oh, it more
He just-
likely will.
He just shows up in a fucking limo. Hey guys, what's up? That is an actual card. There is a limousine in New Capenna.
There is.
But yeah, so having Barnaby make what is one of my all-time favorite appearances so far was really fun. Hector trying to talk sense into Randak was really fun to do.
Well,
And-
you gotta remember though, that was also partially because the dude in the tavern was like, that king can't be trusted.
Yeah, but the
Not
king is
been
also too
long.
powerful for us to take on.
Right. And then for stuff to work on, I'm good tonight. I don't, unless somebody brings something up. But yeah, when I have an opportunity to play Barnaby and I actually have something to go off of, I'm more than happy to do it. Because sometimes the situations where he's called on, I'm just like, I don't fucking know what.
Yeah. Well, what's the damn purpose of this?
Yeah, basically. But this one was just like, there are things going on in the background, and this kind of worked in his favor.
Yeah, it does.
It was number one, I like to admit. So you're welcome.
Yep. But I'm good.
And improvements.
Well, like I don't have anything yet unless somebody else brings something up.
Alright, Dash.
I had fun tonight. It was definitely a lot more fun messing with everything. Favorite part was probably actually having Thalion blow up in terms of having the king touch her. See, in my mind though, when you said like the king went smack against the wall, my mind just went straight to like a nuclear bomb. It's like white spot around him, he falls down to the floor, there's a black shadow just painted onto the wall. Um,
I
let's
mean,
see.
that could have happened.
Oh yeah, it very much could have happened. I think that I also like the fact of how throughout that whole entire banquet situation, the one single question I had for Gamora just kind of completely threw her off. Just like, wait, what? Which was actually pretty damn funny. It's like, okay, clearly you wasn't thinking about that one. I'm gonna leave it as that. But improvement wise, I ain't got nothing.
Yay!
The improvement will come once you start doing combat.
Fucking combat. I hate combat. Hobbs.
I guess it's me at last, eh? Me at last.
Mm,
Last
Well-
but not least.
Well, I love the fact that Gamora got the heavy-handed filled episode for her character, for Goat's character this week. Randak definitely wants to murder face that king like it's nobody's business. He is not agreeing to work for the king, as I've already stated to the DM.
Oh yeah, I know.
However, I think the highlight of the night was for about 2 or 3 different things. The nearly killing me and Rosie at the same time over the dumbest shit in the world going on in the potential new guild hall. And then Sally showing up going, this and this happened. And Randak's just like, he has that
Hello.
feeling of like Hector's like how Hector feels sometimes. It's like, sometimes just let the wizard do his job.
Yeah.
Like, can you all just let the wizard do his job?
no.
I have the distinct feeling like Hector and Randak have a lot of moments where they're just like drinking together, bitching about shit.
And bitching about what they're both done to piss each other off at the same time.
Yeah, that too.
He's like, why do you want to fucking kill the king? He's a bad person.
It's like outside of like the Hector Zara Salia relationship, I do kind of feel like Hector Randak might be the closest thing to an actual friendship
that anybody has in this group.
Yeah.
On that other note, did love the moment where Barnaby came down and gave Randak a high five. Because honestly, that is probably the last moment where I'm almost in tears from wanting to laugh about that. It's like, fuck. Improvement wise.
Oop.
Yeah, a boop to Rosie's nose. That's the improvement.
Nice. All right.
Just like
So
the
in
idea of-
theory, on Monday we will be here doing Horton and Pharaohs with
Yeah,
Ika.
I was sick last time, so sorry.
Yeah, I was too. So we will see. Hopefully it will work. And then next week for my group, we will be doing the Doorbusters and see if they can actually stay together. I don't remember what they're doing. What are the Doorbusters doing? Doorbusters are in normal area.
Yep.
They're the guild?
They were investigating this team.
Right, so they are over in Windham.
Yep. They are learning about all the dumb shit this group has done.
Where
Yep.
yeah, the doorbusters are walking through people puddles.
All right.
Yeah, the people puddles. Alright, so that said, we are gonna go raid Dead Aussie Gamer, and we will see you
Night
later.
all.
Bye!
Night.
Later,
Nice.
Shadow.